Hello, everyone. I know that we are live right now. Let me make sure we are live over here on the Instagram.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's me featuring my smoke detector.
All right, y'all.
At this point, it won't be alive if my smoke detector ain't going off.
Hey,
And
because then we don't know if you're really there, right?
You know, I could be a robot. This just keeps me human.
now,
Yep. Oh,
I
you want
think
to know what we just gonna say? If we don't like what we don't want to, if we don't like something, y'all are the weakest link.
y'all the weakest link.
And if you know what I'm talking about, you
If
know what
you
I'm talking about.
Hold on,
know,
wait,
you know.
let me open this on up. Hello, welcome to the Get Caught Up podcast. Y'all know
Hey,
why we
y'all.
here. We are here with author Aubree Pynn discussing her books. Remember the time and when you fell in love. And I just got one question for y'all. And y'all can, if y'all want to talk about it here tonight, y'all can. Who will fuck with Pynn? Who will fuck with Pynn?
That part.
Don't
That
hype me
part.
up.
Oh my
Don't
god.
have me on your live cutting up tonight.
Please do. Please do.
Cut
Let's go
all the way
for it.
up. Cut all
Look,
the
I'm.
way up.
Don't
Listen.
y'all pull up my book of grievances.
Uh,
Sometimes I can't remember everything people do. I gotta write it down and pray about it.
Oh my gosh.
oh wow.
Okay, y'all.
Sometimes
Let
I
me
gotta
turn
take
this
it to
back on.
Jesus.
Sometimes you gotta take a lot of stuff to Jesus because people be out here being the weakest link.
I've determined I don't look good in any type of jailhouse jumpsuit color.
That part.
So
And I don't want to be nobody's bitch.
no, no,
Mm-mm.
no.
Nope,
I
not
am
me.
a virgin.
Not.
You're not gonna take my virginity.
Okay, and everybody is over in the group. I'm coming. We coming. I'm trying to get it over there now. So bear with
So,
me.
I was a little bit late and I understand that we're having problems. This is not Beyonce's internet when it's a problem.
It's definitely
This
Quavo's.
is Quavo's
It's
Definitely
internet.
giving. It's
internet.
giving
Because
Quavo.
Quavo right now has a problem.
It's giving low shelf tequila.
That part.
I like to reach for my tequila, not bend. Just saying.
Oh
I don't
my
bend over.
god.
I do the bending.
Oh, so you
Same.
doing the bending?
I'm
You
doing the
know,
bending.
So you doing the bending?
Yes.
okay, Tyler Perry. Yes, pretty much, pretty much. And
Yeah, got it.
this is just soda because the brown will get me down. I don't drink brown liquor
Mm-mm.
Oh my
at
I mean,
all.
even though
goodness.
I have a bottle of Jameson to my right, but I don't think that's the type of night we want to have, right?
I was about to say now
No.
I will pour me some Jameson with some Coke. Yeah,
We gonna be on this live all hours of the night. We'll be here for 3 days.
Listen,
3 days and 40
still
nights.
going. Still
Three
going.
3 days and 40 nights.
Now, y'all get I tell y'all what, Quavo internet getting on my last you trying to
Mm-hmm. Yep.
y'all give me 2 seconds to get back over into this goddamn group.
Yeah,
Okay.
we trying to get in all the groups, but like I said, Quavo's internet is acting up, so I don't know what
Okay.
to say.
If at any point during this live y'all hear loud yelling, my child is not being abused. He is on Fortnite. He
Oh
is
my
fine.
goodness, he is fine. I mean, them
Okay.
kids in them games.
Hello everyone. Listen, they said we was late, so they're gonna be damn late.
Yeah, you know what I'm about to say. I'm not even getting a pop up for us being on the internet.
Are you
I said the
serious?
internet. We on the internet, but I'm not getting it for IG. Did you go live on IG?
I did, and you know what's going on? Oh my goodness.
What?
Why is it up here going that this is in practice? I'm telling you, Quavo is for real. He mad with me. I
He mad with
said
all of us because ain't nobody took a side.
anything was trash. Hold on,
We
y'all.
Yep.
practicing right now.
It's in practice mode on Instagram. Hold on one second. I
Okay.
gotta do another. I gotta figure this out. We gotta figure it out, y'all.
Y'all, we don't
That's all
do
right.
nothing. We don't practice.
We just do it.
What
Balls
you
to the
eating? I
walls.
just had some popcorn too, some caramel. Oh, you eating healthy.
Because I'm trying to be a skinny bitch.
I said that too. I
I'm
said that
trying.
too.
I don't know if my wagon gonna have it,
Mine ain't.
but the stomach gotta go. So
Yep. That is so true.
I think
So
I've been dragging a wagon since I was born. So
yeah, it's been dragging me too.
it's been dragging me down.
Got to get it together. Oh my gosh. I can't look. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sitting here like, because I was like, I wanted to join the, the
Yeah, of course.
IG.
We are definitely trying to
We coming, y'all. We
listen.
sorry.
My bad. We coming. We coming. We coming.
Oh, they'll
We
Woo!
be
not.
all right. They'll be all right. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put in my last will and testament for them to roll me in my funeral 15 minutes late, so y'all can wait on me one more time.
Yeah, man.
I said I want to be rolled up, and
I said I want them to sit me up and put my glasses on so I can see.
no,
Oh my god.
I would be freaked out.
Put my glasses on so I can see y'all one more time.
Child, you want to see some people come up out of that thing?
Especially, well, you should also do a voice recording, something that everybody will remember you.
I'm going
And
to
all
send
that.
a mass text from my phone.
That'll be fun.
It's gonna be ridiculous
That's a good way to go out.
because I got to cut up one more time before I get to the gates of heaven.
Just one more time. I kind
Because
of like that.
Sky Daddy ain't gonna have me up there. He ain't gonna have it. Me acting a donkey.
No, we gotta be. Look, we gotta be on our best behavior.
He gonna let
We
me
can
into
have
heaven
book
on purpose.
club.
Period.
We can still have book club.
Can't write the scenes though, because I
No, you
almighty
can't.
smiter.
He might be pushing us back. Like, no, that's not gonna work for us. No.
Back of the line.
Look,
Back of the
so if
line.
everybody trying to figure out what's going on, we trying to get live on IG. So that's what's going on. They just carrying on, and I'm back here trying to be in here.
She's
Yes,
working and
y'all.
we're playing. That's all that's
We're
happening.
playing. We
We
don't
are
know no
live
better.
on Instagram, y'all. So
There
Oh,
you go.
there
You're
we go.
live.
I just got the pop up. So now let me
Yep.
go ahead and mute it.
You are
listen,
live. I just got the
Quavo.
pop up too.
Listen, I'm
I
telling Quavo.
just got the pop up. So now let me go ahead and mute it. All righty. Eyes ready.
All right, listen. So, hi guys, we should be live in the Facebook group, on Instagram, and YouTube now. So we apologize for everything that's going on. So I know they're like, we'll come back when they get together.
These
Come
late
back
heifers.
now. We ready.
We here. Listen, I'm sorry. Here come everybody on IG. I'm sorry.
Yes, we are sorry. We were trying to entertain.
We were on AP time. My bad.
No, because we're on Quavo's internet. Because, Quavo ain't nowhere to be found.
Oh no, he licking his wounds.
He should.
Because it's bad when you start a fight and the person you fight says, "I don't even want to fight with you no more."
Pretty much. You fighting all by yourself.
He said, "I
Listen,
don't even want to respond to this."
of course, exactly.
Ooh,
So doggone
tomato.
funny. I know. Did y'all
He
see the
ain't
skit
ready.
of the guy acting like Quavo and he was up there talking about some hickory dickory?
Hickory dickory.
Hickory dickory. Hickory dickory. The most hot hickory.
Yeah. Sweetie. Hey. Yes.
Y'all.
But that's about right.
That boy said,
Because that's what it sounded like.
Michael Jackson.
Yep.
I was like, just sir.
First of all,
not
tell us
with
something. Tell us something we don't know.
Right.
You know that. Okay.
Don't be
And we
talking
like
about
Crack
these.
Daddy.
These 1980s your mama jokes. Don't put us back there. Like,
And we like him still. And
oh, we love you too. L says she can't stay too long, but she's taking a break from the booth. Love you, ladies. We love you too. And thank you for taking a break and joining us in our little tomfoolery for a little bit.
Yes, we were tomfoolery.
Yes.
We came on here probably before everybody heard it, and I started it off with "Welcome to the Get Caught Up podcast." I'm your host, This is my co-host, Crystal, and we are here with the lovely Aubree Pynn, and we're trying to find out who will smoke with Pynn. Who will smoke with Pynn?
And I told them not to have me cutting up on y'all internet. I'm supposed to be professional, and I want to stay professional.
Not happening. Not happening.
Quavo's internet, so I mean, if you want to cut up,
just be careful you don't talk about Chris Breezy because he might do a diss track on YouTube.
I'll never talk about my crack daddy. Never.
I'm gonna just say this. The older he get, I'd be like,
Man.
I might risk it.
You know what I'm saying?
Risk it all. Might risk it all.
In a minute. In a minute. Yes.
So y'all know, for those of you who don't know, all of you should know, but for those of you who may tune in and come back and listen, if you've never seen a podcast, never heard of Aubree, I'm gonna officially introduce her. I'm gonna get back professional and introduce her in. So
I had to fix my face.
Crystal, do you all right, we gotta fix our face and leave the crowd.
Let me read her bio. I put my glasses back on just to read the bio.
Okay.
Excuse me. So Helen from the illustrious South Carolina State University, Aubree Pynn is a self-proclaimed lover of love. I think you should also add. I'm gonna come back to you on that, but yeah, shoot 'em up, bang bang. Dirt nap.
Pushing up daisies.
No, I don't think they deserve to push up daisies.
Mess around and find out.
I like that one better.
Mm-hmm.
They got a first a fast track to hell, all that. Yes. With multiple titles published under her pen, she has no plans of slowing down, and I hope not. Her mission, cultivating enticing tales centering Black love. Her hope, you'll buckle up and enjoy the ride. It's a few of your characters I want to ride. So, a few. Aubree Pynn.
Look, hold on. Let me enter DC fly. Y'all fly.
One of them we're going to talk about tonight.
We definitely going to talk about it tonight because he
Big Daddy Kendrick, boy.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
So Aubree Pynn also writes contemporary and small town love romances under Cassandra B. Aubree Pynn, Cassandra B. But tonight is Aubree Pynn, Big Pynn.
Hello.
Welcome to the UP High C. How are you?
I'm great, but I got to Crystal's and Untamed's point here. She said, "If you don't know," which I'm trying to figure out how y'all don't know. So I'm gonna ease you in real slow before welcome to my crazy little world.
Because it gets crazy. It gets crazy.
Listen, I wish that Beyonce's internet would let me put in sound bites because I sure would have been like, I get crazy. I get crazy. Because her work definitely does. I am now tonight, you guys, if you don't know, we are discussing Remember the Time and When You Fell in Love. And it's so hilarious that's the title because look, we were just over here talking about crackhead Michael Jackson.
And there you go.
That's not the title. And it's a crackhead in this book.
There is a crackhead in the book.
There is
There
a
is a
crackhead.
crackhead in the book. It's a
Mm-hmm.
couple of them. It's a couple of them, but it's okay. We're gonna get into all of them. But I'm gonna read the synopsis for both books because as we talk, I just can't. I'm not even gonna pretend to try to decipher what was in what book. So
She's gonna talk about it as a
we're gonna
smorgasbord.
As
talk
as
about it
one
as a
book.
One plate,
smorgasbord.
one book.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
One
if
book.
you
Bet.
hadn't read it, first of all, go read it. That's number one.
Please.
Both of them.
Please.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna
Both
say
of
what I'm
them.
thinking. I'm gonna let it go.
I'm like, don't read it. They're very quick reads, in depth but quick reads. So, oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. I'm checking. I have to go back and check and see who else done popped in and popped out. I'm looking. Look, I might let Crystal handle Instagram tonight, but
Gotta look closely.
okay.
She done took the glasses off,
I done took
child.
the
Look,
glasses off,
I'm
yes.
about to have to take these glasses off so I can read this Bible. Okay,
But then I'm gonna have to put them back on so I can hear. So wait a minute.
right.
I thought
If
it was
y'all
just
don't
me.
know,
I thought I took these contacts
no,
out. I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know what
right.
you're saying. Yeah. What?
I'm cute.
Exactly. And then I was like, how would I need to take my glasses off too? That's what I needed them for. But anyway, the synopsis for Remember the Time is it should have been a regular, non world altering Thanksgiving holiday. At least that's what Yandria assumed. It wasn't until Kendrick Saxon, my God, showed
Mm.
up in her kitchen the day before Thanksgiving when she realized everything stuffed deep down was getting ready to bubble to the top. Attraction, soul ties, and the truth she refuses to speak are all a guest at the table. Do
Mm.
you remember the time when you fell in love?
When I opened
Now,
that book and started listening, talking about Kendrick.
baby. Mm.
Yeah.
When I opened that book and Kendrick said, "Give me that," in that bedroom, I said,
Mm.
"Oh yeah, I need this book tomorrow."
Mm-hmm.
This book came out of Thanksgiving, y'all, and I needed it the day after on Black Friday. Do you hear me?
You know
I
what I'm
needed to
saying?
follow up on Black Friday.
Woo.
Because, baby, I was like, she gave us this and she expect us to wait to win.
Right? Like,
So,
come on now.
so y'all, the synopsis for book two. After a not so happy Thanksgiving, Yandy Williams is forced to finally do something that makes her soul happy. 4 years of ignoring herself and her heart's desires, she's looking for anything that isn't Kendrick Saxon. God, I don't know why.
Me
But the
either. I
issue
don't know why.
with playing the game is that someone is always better. Kendrick returns to his day to day activity, but nothing smells, tastes, or looks the same without Yandy. My God in heaven. He in her rightful place. Determined to have her, he spares no expense or plan to make right all that's wrong in their worlds. With Kendrick showing Yandy he's the MVP of petty games, will the truth finally set them free?
I can say that was the pettiest dude I ever met in my life. But he was a good petty. He was a petty, like, that's my girl, that's my woman, that's my world, that's my rib, that's my heart. Like, that's why I was like, he petty. But I'll let you be petty if you're going to do me like you did her. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly, exactly. If he was gone, do all the things he did for her and with her and to her. Yes, please be petty with me. Okay. Anytime you want to.
Real petty.
Girl. So listen. Now, one of the things I'm gonna get serious for 2 seconds for real. Is for 2 seconds. I mean,
That's it.
because this book had a strong theme for sexual assault.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, I just want to ask, like, where did the inspiration come from?
Life experiences, and then pulling from other people's life experiences and giving those people a voice, um, and making sure that their voice was heard. And trying to do it in the most tasteful way, but still exhibiting the fact that people just can't, some things they just cannot get over. Um, and might take a little longer. But the love of family, however you choose your family to be, is always healing.
Okay. Yes. And today, well, actually, this week, April 21st to 27th, I think is National Crime Victims' Rights Week, as a matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact. So, like, April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
And this week in particular, which I did not know until I found this out, I went to the post office yesterday and I found it out because they had posters everywhere. And I was like, and it dawned on me, the lady was like, "Can I help you?" So I'm sorry, I was reading the poster. But it dawned on me because I was like, "Oh my gosh, we're talking to Aubree this week." So I was like, "That's look." I was like, "Look at that." So I do want to say that I love the fact that you were able to implement that portion of the story into it. And although it is deep and it is triggering, we were still able to find the love and the love story of it and connect
Mm-hmm.
with that so that it wasn't overpowering, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yes.
And so, because sometimes, like, there's a time and a place and a space for all of it, but I kind of love, like, nowadays, especially with things being so heavy,
Mm-hmm.
with everyone all over the world, and in this particular situation where you can still talk about it in a very serious way, but
Yes.
still be able to disconnect from that, so to speak,
Yeah.
and immerse yourself in the rest of the story and the things that was
Yes.
going on, because you offset it with the comedy with her grandmother Madeira. Lord, that's a nut and a half, have mercy. And of course, the love between Yandy and Kenny was just
Mm-hmm.
there. And then the sisterhood, the bonds that she had, not just with her cousins, but with Kenny's family, his sister and his
Mm-hmm.
mother, and even his father. And I was just like, oh my God, I love this series so, 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 so much. So thank you for that. Thank you for the
Thank
representation.
you.
You
Yes.
are
And I
welcome.
kind of want to piggyback off the question that Untamed asked, and I put like for myself just as kind of like a trigger warning question because I was going to ask a certain question and I was like, I think that might be too heavy. But in the book, you said what happened to Yandy happened to her mother and her grandmother as
Mm-hmm.
well. How important was that for the story?
How often, as a community, do we have these things that happen and we sweep it under the rug?
Right.
And no one knows because no one knows how to deal with it. And clearly, Yandy's mother and her aunt had no idea how to deal with it because look at the way their
Right.
daughters turned out. And then it happened to Madeira. And, you know, sometimes you don't know things have happened to people in your family until you say, "This has happened to me." Oh, well, yeah, that happened to me too. But, we just come from a generation where you just keep going. So I wanted to be sure, and that it was speaking to the women who had that happen and were told just to keep going.
Mm.
Mm, mm,
And that's the
yeah.
thing about it. And I love the fact that you put that in there because, like you're saying, she's going through this and she's going through it and she struggled going
Hmm.
through it. But I love the support that her family gave her.
Yeah.
You muted.
I listen. I realized I was muted at the second. I'm over here. Look. Let me put this disclaimer out here too. Yes, we also know that there's some feedback, so I'm over here engineering, trying to navigate through that.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all.
You
There's
see, I
some
was like,
feedback.
okay, like this anchor. And back to you, Untamed.
And back to you, and I was like, yeah, I went quick on the trigger that time. So, but my question to you, and still kind of, spawning from, what's the inspiration? Like, how did writing about that? What did you go through as an author to try to like deliver the heavy parts of the story?
Mm-hmm.
I went back to my own experiences I went back to the, and it was healing, which is why I had to write that letter at the beginning of the book, because it just wasn't healing that I was giving y'all, it was healing for me. Um, Oftentimes I know people joke like, we don't hear from Aubree till it's time for us to buy something. I am very much into myself. Not like that I'm self-centered, but I go into myself a lot. Because that's where I pull my inspiration from. I do not, I know they say to be a great, and it's because I'm always in a state of creativity. So I want to make sure that my words are authentic. So I try not to. I'll support, I'll do all that, but I go back within myself, and sometimes I sit with the things that I may have talked about and may not have talked about. Like writing for me, since I started, has been my journey of healing. So there's always something in some book that might be me, or it might be somebody that's close to me. And this is just how I go through the process. Y'all get to read it, but this is like my diary out loud. So I wrote, remember the time in one night. I was like, I kind of want to. I was in the middle of another project. Can't remember which one it was. I was like, I think this probably, because it was just heavy on me, and I stopped what I was doing. I turned my chair around to the table behind me and just and had it done in one night. Read through it the next morning, combed through it again, sent it out. And some things just come like that. Just so I had to. It came from a place deep inside, that I've built on top of, and just went from there.
Oh man, yeah. Now I will say this. Lord have mercy. Please gift me with an expedient pen. I said, Lord, I need to come sit at your footstep and just take note of something, cause baby, you can crank it out. Now I don't know if I crank it out in one night, I would have been like, woo, but I
But my
get what you're
mind don't
saying.
stop. Yeah, it don't.
Mhm.
I try to explain this to people like, you need to. I can't. My mind doesn't stop. I will wake up 2 or 3 times a night with an idea. My editor, who's a very good friend of mine, will wake up to paragraphs of me waking up in the middle of the night of I'm actually plotting through a story.
Mhm.
And then, or I'll put in my notes like, oh, okay, I bothered her last night. Let me put in my notes, and then just send it to her in the morning. In my notes, there's probably over 100 things that have woken me up out of my sleep.
Oh wow.
So
I believe
it,
it.
my brain doesn't stop. I can look at the wall and be like, and look at the wall and see a scene, and then have to write it.
Oh my goodness. And see, and I do think, with creators, we have this well of information. Let me tell you how I am. And I swear, I don't know if I can handle my brain never shutting off. It
Mm.
doesn't, but because I have other stuff going on, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I have an automatic sensor that cuts it off. It's like, now, listen now, you can't be over here thinking
Mm-hmm.
about what you're writing, so you gotta focus on this. Because if not,
Mm-hmm.
it is an interruption all day. But it's always like that point where my mind is like, nope, creativity kicks in and I can't help it. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
something will come to me and something will come to me. And I'm like, I'm in the zone now. I'm in the zone and I
Mm-hmm.
can't get out of the zone. And so I love, when I hear creators constantly say like the well is always going, my mind doesn't stop and things like that. And I sit here jokingly and say, hey, I wish I could do it. I'm like, no, I don't, because then I would never sleep.
And people are like, you don't sleep. I'm like, I don't.
I would
I
never
don't
sleep.
sleep.
I would
I
never
don't
sleep.
sleep. But if this is my assignment and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, then okay, I'll take not sleeping. And my husband just got
Exactly.
on me before we got live, and he was like, "You at work on the computer, you're home on the computer, you're not taking a break, you're not taking care of yourself. You took one break, and you did." So
But that's what a good spouse is for though. They there to
yeah, he all
remind us.
right. Yeah, he all
That's
right. He all right. He all right.
he all right. He all
He
right.
alright.
He
He
said
alright.
that's all right. He's saying, well, I'm gonna remind you to take this break now.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Okay, so this is going to kind of be my last question, piggybacking off of the what Dandy went through. Why did
Mm-hmm.
it take her 4 years? Or wait a minute, let me. Why did you pick 4 years to keep them apart? And I'm saying, and the reason I said why did you pick 4 years, because was it like a meaning behind the 4 years? Because I noticed, I mean, I've read your work. I've never seen you give us like an exact number. It'll be like some
I'm
years or some months, but you were like 4 years.
I'm counting. I'm counting in my mind. I think because it took 4 years for me to tell my dad what happened. So I think the four kind of stuck out to me. And it wasn't like there was anything he could do. It happened in the military. There was nothing that he could do. But that 4 years stuck out to me.
Look, and I'm gonna put drizzling and dripping. My bad.
And see, this is how. I've read your work, and I'm just like, I've never seen her put an exact amount of time. So I was like, no, it's a reason behind it. So yes, I knew that. I figured, I was like, it's a reason behind it. I'm glad I asked.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you asked too.
Yeah.
That was a good question, Crystal.
That was a good question. Good answer. Good answer.
I was on Beyonce's internet when I read that. It wasn't Quavo's.
Listen, I feel it, girl. Now you probably up on, now we about to get up on Breeze's internet, because my next question is, we shared the Tinder
my
part.
I
wanted to, yeah, right. I'm like, we done shared the Tinder parts about it, so now we about to get into the little ugly parts about it. And my question is, I'm gonna hop right into this. Why was that punk ass JR so threatened by Yandy?
He was a punk ass
Chauncey. He was a punk ass Chauncey. It was the mere fact of jealousy that he thought, because I think I mentioned this in the book. I'm pretty sure I did, that they played together in college. But Kendrick went on to the major leagues, and JR did not. So seeing the life that you thought you was going to have for yourself play out in front of you.
I mean, and then, but my thing was this. You gonna sit up here and be mad about the situation and all of that about it playing out in front of you. You could have easily walked away.
But envy is something. Envy is so much worse than jealousy. Envy is something. It
really is.
Something like, I feel like at some point they're probably going to market it as a mental illness. Because when you are in that envious state, you don't have any type of reasoning.
Okay.
It don't be like my son says, it don't make sense.
Ain't you right? Oh my goodness. And you know what? Now they mark that as a mental illness, and they might as well just go ahead and let 99% of the population go ahead and get a baby.
No, they shouldn't get they shouldn't get disability. I mean, my thing is with this, JR, and I'm not gonna keep this clean. JR was a straight bitch.
He was.
He was a straight bitch. For you to do when you finally wrote what he did to her, I was like, this no good at all. I was so irritated. I was so mad. And then for you to constantly be around her and taunt her, it irritated me. But I'm going to tell you what kind of irritated me too. And this is my question. Yandy's family was so supportive of her. Did her uncles know what happened? And if they did know what happened, would they have done something to him?
Sorry, I have a little yappy dog who's in timeout.
Oh.
His daddy came home, so he's trying to get his attention, but he's not gonna tell his daddy what he did. Anyway, no, because had she told him uncles, they would have rolled at dawn.
Okay, I thought so.
With a townsman.
We ride it down, bitches.
Yeah, because I feel like you let his. I feel like I'm not. Now I'm a ride or die big Pynn fan. I feel like you let him off scot free. I feel like he needed to be tortured. I feel like he should have been hung from his penis. Like I just feel like it's so much more.
So we know Kendrick at the table, which was my favorite.
That was the funniest scene ever.
No, what was funny about it was his daddy was like, "Nah, y'all get back. Let me let him get his son."
Yeah, and his mother was like, "Stop it." He was like, "Nah, not yet." I was like,
"Yeah, this nigga need this."
But it was It was the fact that Big Kendrick knew that his son couldn't touch him. And
Yep.
technically, he couldn't touch him, but I got somebody who can touch you. Don't ever think that you are untouchable. That's the message that was sent in that book.
Mm-hmm.
So for
I was
those under
like,
the sound of my voice,
uh-huh.
since we on Breezy's internet, don't ever think that you're not touchable. Go ahead, proceed. I'm sorry. I'm back.
No, you said that right, because folks need
You
to
said
know
it right.
that.
Because
Yeah.
I was heading right there. I was like, so we all guessed this, but we know that visit to the uncle in the prison system, in the penitentiary, had something to do with JR, who eventually got sent to prison. So you just confirmed that, and I was like, well, you know what? I was asking, but I know that had something to do with it. But I actually love how he got dealt with. Now I ain't gonna lie, I hated him so much. I wanted to see the dealt witness in the prison.
Me too. I think that's what I was looking for. Like, come on, Aubree, put it on paper.
I didn't
Let
want to
me
take away from
see.
the evolution that they were going through with the little.
Exactly. But you know, it was one of those things where having it come out just on the news and it's like, oh, yeah, this happened. I was like, what a way to send him off as the insignificant ass person he was.
Mm, I still think it wasn't harsh enough. Can you? And so, if you wrote down what happened to him, can you send it to me, please?
I'll text it to you.
Thank you. I need that in my life because I need to see on paper what you did to his no good sorry ass. And you want to know what? And I wish somebody would have slapped the girl that was at the table with him talking smack because but you know what he was doing. You like come on.
But my thing is, how you
Because there's
hear
always
this?
one, ain't they?
How do you hear this and that came out and you worried about what's happening to him?
Because there's always one, isn't it?
She was stigmatized.
There's always one.
I would have told her, you don't shut your ass up, your man, you're gonna be just like your man and catch these hands over
You're
here
gonna
if
be
you don't
ground beef, keep playing around.
like you. How you talking mess around all these people that you ain't even a part of this
We
family?
don't know these
Because
people.
we don't even know you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So shut up.
Where'd you come from?
Look,
She came out the gutter with him.
look, and she was such a blip on the map. We didn't even hear what happened to her after that.
It was like she was like like a little piece of like a piece of the eraser on the paper that you just erased and you forgot to push it off. Yeah, that's how she was.
We scared her right on up out of there. And it wasn't until
Mm-hmm.
the end of the book that I was like, I wonder what
Who
this
was she?
fiance
Yeah.
Insignificant, just like her little boyfriend.
Listen, she could have gotten. I was ready for her to get some action too after she up there trying to stop all of this man.
No. I think the second best action was at the end of When We Fell in Love because Kimberly deserved everything she got. I still think she got off a little easy
When
too.
she got rocked out her socks.
She did, and I loved you for that. And I was like, thank you very much.
Yes.
Because you be putting a wanna hurt people in me when I read your stuff, and I don't like that sometimes. But
Well,
then I do.
see,
Mm-hmm.
the problem is, again, I don't look good in any type of jailhouse material.
Right.
So when you do things to me as I'm in the middle of a project, I have to release it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently showing up at your house is not okay.
Yeah, it's frowned upon to show up at someone's house, but
Uninvited.
I mean, you're right. It's a lot of things that's frowned upon, but it's ways. So as she said earlier, remember, you can get touched.
I'm saying when they make me sit beside you and that fat, your lame ass and that
I
fat
was
truly mad.
Truly mad.
I was truly mad.
I was trying not to break you in half.
Right. He was looking scared then, like, damn.
He got his phone so quick.
Yes. He should have said, "Excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom," and just ran.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Kimberly, though, since we're gonna go from
Mm.
one fucking villain to the next, excuse me. Look, I just got the curse.
She's more than a
Tiffany is
villain.
me.
She's a stupid. I'm gonna just say that she's a stupid ass come catching ghetto fabulous. Think she cute.
She a god.
Bald head, small head, skittle diddle. She bald in the middle. Like
Hickory dickory about to the clock.
all that. She's all that.
Mama, she's all that.
She should have been swallowed.
So what?
You know,
yes.
see,
No,
Crystal, you're taking me somewhere.
She shouldn't even been excreted.
I have this saying when I get upset, right?
I'd say it too.
And I'm like, some of you, your mother should have swallowed you. Some of you, your dad should have flushed down the toilet. She should have been.
He shouldn't have even been able to get up to create that. It's screaming, okay?
Well, as my good old daddy say, she shouldn't have never entered Nutville.
Oh my God! Exactly.
She should have never entered Nutville.
Yeah, no, she should have. She should have definitely. She should have been like left on a towel and evaporated.
Exactly.
I think a towel was too good for her.
I'm trying to figure out
or
how
a
she
fucking
was
sock.
even able to come out. Like it should have just been. It should have been a situation of ED. He just gonna flash it.
What did the lady say off of that aggressive?
You got stuck in a channel. She got stuck in a channel.
Right. Oh my gosh. I've never, and I don't use the word hate, but I strongly disliked her because it's like, what did she do to you?
That was my question. What
But
did
exists.
she do?
But exists.
Yes.
What did she do? And like, why would you pick her to be this angel? Like, why was?
And that is your sister.
Yes.
That you knew about. You knew about it since y'all were children. That would piss me off. You knew about this. And I love women who said it, which I can't remember which one of the cousins said it. So they was like, you knew about this since y'all were kids. And instead of you trying to build a relationship, you tear her down.
Yep.
Nutty. That was nutty as a day is long.
I just was like, why would you do this?
Honestly, I really hit it right in her character. Because her character reminded me of people I knew.
Okay.
Her funky. She funky. She don't wipe well.
Look. She don't wipe at all.
At all. And you want to know what my question was? And I said, why did you subject us to Kimberly?
She was a necessary evil, unfortunately. Just like we've been subjected to Trump.
Okay. That's a good answer. Good answer. We on Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Holy Spirit.
Activate, right.
When you every time somebody bring him up, I have to ask for the Holy Spirit to activate. Jesus Christ. Look, that touched my soul. I got goosebumps. I'm like, damn.
Look, I just got to chill. He said, chill out. He said, chill out.
He said, chill out.
He said, chill out. So I'm going to try to be good. He said, chill out.
Like, log off.
He just think that chill said, chill out. Yeah.
Don't you do it. Don't you.
Yep.
Don't you. Listen, he'd be like, shut up.
You have to.
All I'm saying though is, in another book, somewhere down the line, I don't care how you slide it in there. Can she meet the same fate as JR? Like
I really thought about killing her in a car accident or something. Like I thought about it. I considered it. But we're just gonna let her like fall off the waterfall. Like she don't even exist no more. She's gone.
You know what TLC
Mm.
said? Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go. I mean, you can send her like she can get a trip from one of them men folks from her OnlyFans and go to Hawaii, and then he push her
Why
off the
Hawaii?
waterfall.
She don't even deserve Hawaii. She
No,
deserves
she
like
don't.
Compton.
She don't even deserve to be taken across the street.
She deserves like one of the miles in Detroit where they be popping up out manholes.
8. I have my
Really?
best
Yeah,
girlfriend is from Detroit, and she took me one time, and we was on 8 Mile, and this dude walked in the middle of the street. I ain't never seen my friend back up so fast. I said, "What's going on?" She said, You ain't see that call?" I said, She said, "Good," and she rolled out. So yeah, 8. Send her to 8.
You don't ever, let me tell you something, somewhere I would never return. You don't ever have to worry about me going back to Detroit nor Flint.
Oh wow.
You ain't got to worry about me. Y'all ain't never going to see me again. You ain't got to worry about me.
I love Detroit.
Oh
No,
wow.
thank you.
She said no thank you. No
Well,
thank
see,
you.
I'm
What
in
about
South. I'm
yourself?
in DC, so yeah. I'm
Mm-mm.
like these folks up here suspect too. Real suspect.
I love a good ghetto time. Like when we in your hood having a good old time, and it's a good old
Mm-hmm.
time. So
Mm-hmm.
you
That is
drop me
true.
off at
No,
one of them
no.
people. Please take me to the gentrification. Where is the Starbucks?
Listen, let me tell you something. I am a proponent of the only hood I hang out with is in my own. I ain't going to nobody else's state, city. They're going to hang out in your hood. I don't know the people. Y'all don't know me.
Unless
And
I
if
know
they,
you like real good, take me to where you go because I trust you enough to protect me.
Right. That if something happened,
listen,
But if you a
and
clown, and I know you a clown,
nah. Because guess what? I don't know who you got beef with back at your hometown, so you keep me in the gentrified section of town.
I'm okay on my Martin Luther King Boulevard.
There you go.
I'm
There you
fine
go.
here. We're
On
fine.
my ninth Street, I'm good here.
look. Let me see. Yeah, I kind of stay. I don't be on my MLK too much either. So
I
yeah,
travel my
we
MLK
call it
quite
MLK.
frequently.
I
Look,
drive through
I'm
there in the
okay
morning on the
on
way
it.
to work.
I'm okay on
and
it. I'm
look,
pretty good.
and on our MLKs and our local national leaders assigned streets,
That
I'm
is true.
okay. I am okay. And
I'm
everything
okay.
from First Street and First Avenue all the way to 15th Street and 15th Avenue, I'm good here.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
that is true.
But you
That is
won't
true.
listen. You won't catch me at the gas station over here that keep getting shut up. Won't catch me. I'm too old for that life. I've lived that life. I'm done
No
with
more.
the.
Right. Yeah, it's over. I'm too old. My
Mm-mm.
knees ain't like they used to be.
My shoulders don't really be working the way they need to work.
Right.
Girl, listen, like whole girl said on this crazy behind TikTok, it was so funny. She said her auntie had called her and was basically trying to go off on her because
She
she
left her.
left
I
her
saw that.
cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
she said, let me tell you something. I hit my elbow. It's gonna take 40 days and 40
That's
nights.
40 nights.
I don't know what happened to my arm, but I looked at my arm. I said, "Where did I get this scab from?
Mm-hmm.
What did I hit my body on?"
Listen,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wake up with bumps, bruises, aches, pains. Look, damn the illnesses and broken something broken,
you
and all
know,
you did was sleep at night.
when I stopped. You know when I stopped fighting. I stopped fighting when I woke up one morning and I had a titty on this side and a titty on this side.
You had a
That's
titty
when
in
I
St.
stopped.
Louis. You had a titty
That's
in
when I
St. Louis
said,
and a titty in San Diego.
you understand what I'm saying? I had a titty in Los Angeles and one in DC. And I said, this is over. We're done fighting. Because if I
I'm
can't
done.
control y'all while I sleep, how am I supposed to control you in a fight?
Exactly, exactly.
You're supposed to use them to smother them. That's how you
No,
control it.
that's too much.
Mm-mm,
That's too
mm-mm.
much.
Supposed
You
to
don't even deserve
smother
that.
them.
You don't even
Smother them.
deserve this.
That is true.
You don't
No,
deserve it.
they might get down there and like it these days.
That's what
Shit.
I'm saying. That's how I greet
No,
my people. I'm gonna hold you right here. You're not my people. You can't. Mm-mm.
You can't get up on me like that.
No.
Nope, nope,
Oh
nope.
my
Mm-mm.
goodness.
But I have a question. So, and this kind of bothered me. This is the only thing that bothered me about Kendrick's fine ass. Why didn't he pay better attention to the way that JR treated Yandy? Like the little comments, things he said, how he was with her. Why didn't he pay better attention to that?
Because he said it. He was too focused on his career. He was too focused on advancing. That
is true.
it didn't. And then JR had been saying stuff to her the whole time.
Right.
And being that Yandy could always hold his own, he never really, it's just them not getting along.
And that
Until
was
he
it.
was like, yeah.
And I offer this too on that. I feel like Kendrick knew that JR was always on some BS, like he was always a complainer, and he wanted him to focus on what he wanted to focus on. So it didn't surprise him that he went, jaw jack back and forth with Yandy. Like anything that took his attention away from him making money so that he could make money,
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, he was like, he already knew it, whether
And then,
it was his parents or anything.
How many times do you listen to complainer and ignore them? I know somebody. Ooh, I ain't say no names though. I know somebody who complains a lot. I don't listen because I'm so used to you complaining. Okay. It's like you tune it out.
Right. And I had a coworker like that in my job. Like I got to the point, she always got it before me. But I got to the point I just even stopped speaking because as soon as I say good morning, it's like, oh yeah, well this morning was, I'm like, bitch, please, we gotta be here 8 hours. If I don't want you to come here start night,
I had somebody who had a desk across from me. He was a huge MAGA man. And he told me that, had he knew the insurrection was going to happen, he would have been there. I would start tuning him out. He would sit there and talk to me for 8 hours, and I wouldn't hear a word he said.
The insurrection. Okay. That's a little scary.
No, it's not, because I had to explain to him, because he was like, I'm going to wear my MAGA hat to work. And I said, you going to be put through a wall. And who going to stop me from doing it? See, that's what I'm saying. I don't have
Like, nope, don't do it.
I'll be keeping my mouth shut. Go ahead. Let's proceed.
I'll be keeping my mouth shut. First of all,
don't ask me for no comment. I ain't got it.
And first of all, let's talk about the fact that if you wore something like that to the job, he'd probably be going against the company policy anyway, because they always be trying to tell people to leave politics and stuff, politics and religion at home. And it's only because you're trying to keep the peace. It's not now that I know we have a lot of stuff. They say, "Oh, you're trying to stifle this," but no, they can have employees up there knocking people head up between the wall because they got a different.
And I would have been the one to do it. And then when they asked me why I did it, I would have said I was working in a hostile environment. I'm the only woman in this building, and he made me feel unsafe. So I knocked his head between the air conditioner and the desk.
There you go.
At the same damn time.
At the same time. And you would have been justified.
My boss even told me, he's like, if I were you, I would leave her alone. Because
good boss. I like that.
Good answer.
He asked my boss, he's like, why don't she ever pick on you? He's like, because I don't like when she pick on me. Because she go too far. She don't know where to stop. So I don't like it. So I chose not to even play those games with her, because she's better at it than I am.
Exactly.
Oh, so that's where Kendrick learned it from.
Who will smoke with Pynn?
Right. That's where Kendrick learned it from. Got it.
I'm telling you.
Listen, anytime y'all ask Sky be like, y'all just think I'm the bad one because I'm provoking, but it's that one right there. She don't say it, but my bad.
She like, my bad.
Well, I just try. I stay quiet.
Look, you got to.
I will say this though about Kendrick. I want to ask, because we know that he was such a so head over heels and so protective over Yandy. I know that it was difficult for her to even express to him and tell him what happened. Like, she couldn't even bring herself to believe it. Do you think that she thought that if she did tell him that he couldn't handle it, like at the time where he was in his life?
The whole reason of her leaving was like, because if he finds out, I don't want to be the reason his career is over. I can't live with myself if his career is over because of me. So I'm just gonna step back because I'm just not gonna have it because she knew her man. She knew how she said it. He might have, JR just might have been hanging up by his toenails. Okay. Had she told him before. So that 4 years allowed both of them to grow. Because even in his own reflection of what happened, he wasn't as understanding as he could have been. Because he just didn't understand what is happening. Like, you're not talking to me. You're not coming out the room. Like, I gotta beat this door down. Like,
yeah, he wasn't at it because he couldn't. He loved her and he was protective, but he also needed time to mature and know like the cues of when things are going wrong and it's something, like he knew something was going on, but the intimacy of the things that's going on, like he knew her, even being away from her for 4 years, he'd learned her or he'd reflected so much on their relationship that he understood her more when they got back together than he did when they were first together. And I thought that was something that was unique because they had not been together, but he used that 4 years really like reflecting over her and learning her and knowing her and just reflecting on those things that made her tick, made her work, to the fact that when they did, get back together, it was a totally different him with her.
And go ahead.
And then that with the coming back, because maybe in the back of his mind was like something had happened where she didn't feel safe with me. So I have to make sure that when she does come back, when I make her come back,
when I make her come back, because I'm tired now. We would have played this game long enough.
When I make her come back, she has to be safe with me to tell me things.
And that kind of leads into my next question, because I said I loved how we got to see Yandy's family dynamics and Remember the Time, and then Kendrick's family dynamics and When You Fell in Love. And I just loved how they supported not just their own family members, but, Kenny, and how they supported Yandy. So what was your thought pattern on the families and how they played a role in their relationship?
Now, y'all know I don't typically write, two good families.
I know. That's why I say you did so many. You shocked me so much in this book, because I'm like, you writing things, and I'm like, this is not what she usually do. You give us one bomb family, then you give us another family. Like, y'all some shit.
And right now, I'm writing two shitty families.
Oh Lord!
And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, these people can't catch a break. It makes for a good story. But I wanted Yandy to get what she didn't have, because she had a good family, good support system, but the void of not having an actual mother, I wanted her to get that with his mom. I wanted her to be that nurture and care, even when she first met Yandy, like that, the love that they just poured on her. But that also is telling of how they raised their son, because they raised a good kid who was going to bring in someone who matched his morals.
Oh, that is awesome.
I love that. So I'm about to jump in, because let me tell you, like I said, I love both of these books so much. Like, just like you wrote Remember the Time in one day, I read it in I think like 2 hours, because I couldn't put it down. It's like I have to keep going, and then I'm like, okay, damn, now I gotta wait. But it was worth the wait. But like, I have some great scenes. Like I said, the scene when Kenny beat the dog crap out of JR, loved it. The scene where Yandy beat the dog shit out of Kimberly, loved it, deserved it. But my number one reason,
I think I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Is when that man laid a prayer on her.
Yes.
When he prayed for that woman, I said, you, daddy, you, and I don't call no man daddy, but daddy, you can have anything you want. I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you want, whatever you want. Like, Who? How many kids I got?
No, he's like, how many kids you want, Kendrick? Oh, okay, no
Now
problem.
wait a minute. Now that part I might nah,
He said
not
all these
that.
rooms gonna be full. All these rooms gonna be full.
Listen,
And you can meet
So
me in all those rooms, but you bet some of them gonna be swallowed.
of course she gonna swallow,
have you
but
ever
she
been
gonna have to.
swallowed?
You
Yes.
ever been swallowed?
Swallowed up.
Like, no, not that many. I ain't doing all that. But that I just when I say I literally cried because he did when he said I don't know what to do. I don't know how to take this
Hmm.
hurt from her and then start praying.
Mhm.
I said, okay, Aubrey.
Listen,
And when you get something good in it, I just like, no, this big pen coming out.
yes, and I'm gonna say this too. I told you I had my quotes ready. It was a
Mm,
few things in here that really just like, oh my God,
yeah.
hallelujah. I was up here like, now wait a minute, I didn't know I was gonna be praising God. Like, I might have
He
been
told
saying
us he
Jesus.
told us to chill. He told us to
Listen,
chill.
I might have been saying Jesus put some of them things
hey,
between Kendrick, but I didn't know I was
hey,
really
my
gonna be
God.
on.
Hey,
Shundo.
he's coming back on a Honda.
Yes.
Listen, but this was one thing that really struck me, and I just gotta read it because I'm just like, wow.
Mm,
It says, you're so strong, you can handle it. And she said, Yandy says, being strong is overrated. Why can't I be soft? And
mm.
so then the response, though, was what got me because even being soft requires strength because
Yes.
you aren't in control. And to be soft, you have to be healed. My
Hmm.
God in heaven. My God in heaven.
I said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this was a different read. Like, for real. It was definitely a different read. And I was like, oh, that's why, like, when I did the video talking about these two, I was just like, you outdid yourself. And like I said, you've been dropping bangers. I can't keep up because I wasn't your friend for most of one final shot. I said, because you're wrong for this, but I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and give her some time. I'm gonna give her some time, but she gonna still be my friend. But I'm gonna give her some time. But this
And
right
also,
here,
and also,
mm,
Crystal, I want to piggyback off of what you said about him praying for her. Because, baby, it was something else Kendra said. When he was talking to her and he was explaining things to her, I'm going to read this too.
read it. Let's see.
Look, we're going to read this too. He
Hey,
said,
hold on. We gotta do like
but
we in church. Read.
read,
Yeah.
okay, all right. But I knew to stand in your life,
Well,
I had to be whole.
Mm.
uh-huh.
I said I had to be whole.
Whole, not not
You
not not the whole. This whole whole.
whole.
Yeah.
You needed a whole man, a man who could lead,
Mm,
one who could pray over you. Stop,
mm.
yo. Pray you through it the way you prayed me through it.
Yes. Let's go back to that because she prayed for him when he started
His
playing
knees
baseball.
and his
So
Even
elbows.
as ridiculous as he thought it was,
was
his shoulders,
yes,
his elbows, his knees,
Knees.
yes,
Head,
and
shoulders, feet,
when
and toes.
toes.
yes, and I love that. That's what I said. I was just like, what's she doing to me this time?
Baby, I
Listen, that
said
that book came from heaven.
Thank you, Jesus.
above, above, because there were so many little nuances
Yes.
throughout. Those
Mm-hmm.
were two of my favorite, but there were so many little nuances throughout that just resonated so much on such a deeper love level. Like I said, goddamn, they know each other on every love language at this
Yes,
point.
every last one of them.
I love them so much together. I was like, Lord, have mercy, rename me Yandria, please.
But you want to know what else I love too? And I'm gonna just throw this in because it just popped in my head when she finally realized that she was pregnant. And when she told him and he said, we get two
Mm-hmm.
to replace the one that lose, I said, God damn it, Aubrey. That,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kendrick Saxon. His name should
Because
be Kendrick Sexton.
did he not say, I will restore to the
Come
devil
on.
took?
Thank you. And
Look,
he
he
did
restored
on
and replenished.
twofold. Yep.
He restored and replenished. So
I
he, I wouldn't be surprised if he knew she was already like internally. He knew he had got her with some twins up in there.
Listen, he knew he got her when he left Thanksgiving. Oh,
he sure
gonna
did.
get.
He knew
He
that.
did.
He told who was it, his sister, his mama. He was like, "Oh, any day now."
Yeah. Then he was waiting. Like
Any
he
day now.
definitely was waiting. He knew. He just needed her to say, "Okay, I'm pregnant." Yes.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Because he could tell by her body. He already knew.
Yeah.
He could tell by her features and everything. Like she didn't even realize why she was gaining weight, but he did. He
Yeah.
knew.
It was like, cousin Tossum, I've already made you an appointment for some new suits because you gonna need them.
You definitely are. You definitely are.
So listen, I gotta hop on two other characters that I have an affection for in this book, and I'm gonna put this out here and cross my fingers. But I sure want Quincy and Sandy to get together.
They're not gonna get together. No. Quincy has a propensity for strippers. She don't like that. However, Sandy is gonna get her a little red-headed thing. A little
she
black
about to get
Irishman.
her a ginger.
A little black Irishman. Yes. He's from Canton Hills. He'd have been traded. He'd have been traded to the Royals.
Let me tell you something.
My subscribers got their little short story already. So I'll send it to y'all. I'll make sure I send it to y'all.
Now, because I love Sandy. I definitely love Sandy. And Sandy was like, you just gonna do all this, and what if she says no? She's not gonna say no.
She's not gonna say no.
She's not gonna say no. And I love like how secure he was. But now, like you said, it took her the 4 years to finally figure it out. I think he needed that 4 years. And I feel like that's a message for men and women, period. If you're going through something that's so bad and that you need to work on, it's okay to walk away and come back, because you either gonna come back stronger or you're gonna come back weaker.
Yeah.
But you can come back. Well, no, you can't come back if you're weaker.
No, please. We don't want no weakest link.
Nah.
We don't want no weakest link.
I meant we don't want the weakest link. No.
We don't want everybody wishing it was you instead. We don't want that. We don't want nobody to get bodied by a singing Negro. We don't want that.
A singing, dancing Negro.
A singing, dancing one. Oh my
Lord. Like, no. Now
he really is like superhuman. But anyway,
he really is. Okay, this is my last question, and I feel like this is the questions of all questions. Who the hell is Kendrick Sr. and where the fuck did he come from?
Kendrick Sr. is one of them old school LO Negroes.
Oh,
okay. He was in the streets. He was the streets.
He was the streets. Yep.
Okay.
When they say I want your daddy, that's the daddy I want.
That's the daddy you want.
That's the daddy I want.
And that was show my question to piggyback off of her. So can we get us a book on the backstory of Kendrick Sr. and his mama? Because I sure want to read about how they met and what he had going on.
You see how crafty that lady was for that man?
Yes.
Was.
But you know what they say? You be a freak in the sheets and a lady in the streets.
Yes. And he said
she told some, oh, you need your hair done again, don't you? Okay, because she already knew what time it was. Because I got to keep these same appointments too.
Yes, I do.
Exactly. She knew. She like, look, hey, the apple do not fall far from the tree.
It sure don't. It sure don't.
Oh yes, and look, if it's in your creative spirit,
please, because Kendrick Sr. I couldn't wait till he showed up in the scene again. I just couldn't wait.
Because every time he pulled up on the scene.
Yes.
It was
Like
when
he,
it was when Yandy found out everything, and Kendrick wasn't there, but his daddy was there, and the way
Yes.
he held on to that girl
yes,
Mm-hmm.
God.
and wrapped his arms
Mhm.
around her, like this is my
Yes.
baby too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm.
That love she had right there and that man as a father
Father.
figure.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Mr. Silver Fox Daddy. Yes,
Hmm.
I'm here for him. I'm here for him all day, every day. 'Cause I love me a
Just
good
as
Silver Fox.
just as
Mm,
fine as just the son and the daddy. One guy. Ooh,
I
mm.
mean, it would be bad to say, can they make me a cookie? Let me be the cream in the middle of them two. But uh,
You gonna take them both at the same time?
I mean, what Cardi say? If he was a twin, I'll let him run a train.
Kendrick had to learn from somebody. His daddy taught him well.
Yeah, he
Yes, he
did.
did.
He
Yes, he
definitely
did.
did.
Yes, he
Hmm.
did. Because and that's my thing. For as much as Kendrick was, it's like now the teacher. Oh, you got the original can't nothing do. Can't nothing
Mm.
do. We need to know. We need to get that intel.
Daddy wasn't
Right.
even mad about you tearing up the restaurant. Go ahead and listen. Daddy knew it was going to happen because he took his plate. He
And moved back. That was so funny. When the mother was like, stop him. Nah,
no,
he ain't finished
Listen,
yet.
he ain't
I
finished
can
yet.
tell you, Aubrey. Let me tell you why that scene was hilarious to me when the daddy just didn't even say that he just moved his plate. We were at my birthday dinner back when I was working in corporate and stuff. And so
Hmm.
one of my friends who also worked with me, she's actually my friend, she put on a birthday dinner for me and we all went to the restaurant. And it was
Hmm.
like some coworkers who were friends, some of my friends, my husband was there. And one of the guys, I love my good friend Dante. And he was sitting right next to my husband because I was at the end cap. My husband was sitting
Hmm.
to the right of me. Dante was sitting to my husband's what? Right. Okay.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
he, the waiter decided he wanted to play with me. I was talking, but he
Hmm.
came and he was asking if anybody wanted anything. I didn't like the lemonade, so I said, "Can I have a Coca Cola?"
Hmm.
And so I went back to my conversation, and he said no. And you know how you hear something, but you're not sure if you heard it. And I was
Child.
like, I stopped and I said, I'm sorry, can I have a Coca-Cola? And I went back to the conversation and he said no again. And so then I stopped and I did this complete turn like this.
Uh
And I
huh.
was like, I don't know if you heard me, but can I have a Coca-Cola? And my husband was still just cutting his steak and eating and stuff.
Hmm.
And the guy said, no, you can't. Girl, my husband just did just like this. Like, this is the fork and this is the knife. He said, it was the most hilarious thing. And what did my husband, Dante, who sat next to him, said, get out the way.
This man finna put the table.
Girl, he was up out of that seat within a
He
nanosecond.
said he ain't finna knock me over.
And this thing was so doggone funny. As soon as he jumped up, the waiter said, "I was playing." And we all started laughing. He said, "I was just trying to be funny with you or whatever because it was your birthday." And so everybody starts laughing. Dante take his seat, and my husband like, "Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
you
you
good,
didn't even know your life was finna end.
oh, okay."
Right. It's about to
Dante
flash in
was
front of your
like,
eyes.
Dante said, "Sir, do you not see this man?" He
Do
was
you not see
like,
this man?
"You don't see this man right here?" And not for nothing, like y'all probably see my husband in pictures, but back then, like my husband, he's still broad shoulder, but he had a six pack, like he's broad chest, broad shoulder,
You
like
was
he
sitting
looked
there saying
like
look like Tookie
security.
Williams, and you was
So
playing with him.
right, he like right. I see him like he's like, he was like, "You not see this man?" He said, He said, "You finna have let this man about to get." He said, "You about to let this man get loose, and he finna get loose with you, and you alone, because I'm about to go."
That man was finna wake up on Tuesday. What Tuesday it would have been? Don't nobody know.
Girl, listen. Everybody at that table, he was like, "Yeah, I knew then that I needed to say something because," he was like, "I couldn't see your face." He talked to my husband. He said, "I couldn't see your face, but I just saw his reaction, and I was like, oh, I don't want none of this." Everybody at that table was like, "You don't want that type of time."
It's about to go
down.
Yeah. And when I read that part of that book, I hollered because it put me right back there, and I was like, I knew it.
Because it's like it happened in slow motion. Everybody saw it happen, right? Because
yeah,
was like,
you had
so
to.
you want to talk? Let's go ahead and talk. Since you want to talk, right? And everybody's watching, right? And when Kendrick did this right here,
you're right.
and he had to let it sit in his mind for a minute. It's like everything played back on a quick.
Right. It's like it went backwards real fast. But the thing is, for you to sit there and lie like that, it bothers me so much.
What do liars do?
They keep on lying to keep lying to keep lying to keep lying.
When a liar is backed against the corner, or a liar is not getting the attention that they want, what do liars do?
Yep, that is true. Lie some more.
I hope there's no liars watching, because a hit dog will holler.
Exactly.
But I have learned.
I'm gonna take my glasses off so I can't hear what you're saying.
Of life, that liars continue to lie. Hence why people who don't lie rarely say anything at all.
That's true. Well, I told you, they say the people who the people with the biggest opinions don't wipe well.
Exactly.
Nope.
Don't wipe well.
And the people with the most opinions don't wipe at all. I'm just saying.
We was just on Chris Brown's internet for a brief second. Now we're back to Quavo.
Now we're back.
Now we're back. Yeah. Child, a lie don't care who tell it.
Don't. Don't. Y'all never gonna get a statement out of AP addressing nothing, because AP don't do no lying.
Who wants smoke with Pynn?
I'ma just dance. Yep. That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's a mess. But I want to know. We got some few closing questions before I let you have at it and tell us everything that's going on, because I do want to give you time to talk about your traditional
all my things.
Release.
Yes, your world that just keeps on growing and growing and growing. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna be quiet so you can finish, because I'm finished with my question. But my books are on. I got a bunch of your books on my shelf. So my daughter's friend was just over here yesterday, and she was like, I said, you know what? I'm gonna give you 3 books because I have them on ebook and I can just go ahead and buy them at any time. So then she was like, "Nah, Ma, I need more." She looked at Indigo Haze.
Oh no, baby, you can't touch that.
I said, "Get away from there." She was like, "No, it's thick." I said, "No, you can't have it." I said, "Move away." So then she goes on my other shelf and she looks down, and I picked up the Trenches. I said, "Oh yeah, this is good." When I say she snatched that book so damn fast, I said, "You know what? I'm gonna let you have that one, because I'm gonna just go ahead and order another one. But if I see that book messed up, I'm gonna mess you up."
Don't you mess Nine Copeland up. Somebody on TikTok was like, "Why did y'all tell me about this book?" I was like, "Because y'all been asleep, and I just can't understand why y'all keep sleeping on me."
I don't understand. I told her, I said 9M and Copeland is a beast, and she's into that type of work. So I said, "I'm gonna let you have it." And she tried to grab one more. I said, "No, not
is enough.
No, I said, not enough." But I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and be nice, and I'm gonna order her and go ahead, because she said it's thick. I said, "Yeah, it's 4 books in one."
I think I have an extra one too.
Okay,
that's why I turned around and looked just now. I'm
gonna have to get her one, because she didn't see the book twice, and she keep on saying it. So I was like, "Damn." She not get. Look, I had to open. I was like, did you put my name on it? Because people be like, oh, can I get a book? I be like, no, it's signed to me. I said my books on my shelves are signed to me.
We don't
So
do
no.
borrowing books no more.
Yeah, I said this ain't no
Go to
damn
the
library.
Go to the library for that. No.
I let somebody borrow a couple books. I ain't seen them since, and that's when you had to order them at the Urban magazine.
Yeah.
I ain't seen my books since. I want my full circle back. You know who you are.
Listen.
She said it like she's talking to your baby, like you talking to.
I want my book back, and you better have it.
Listen,
run me my money. When Rihanna say, "Bitch, better have my money."
I'm sitting here now, and it's a few. And what made me mad with myself, why I really stopped this, I let a girl borrow a couple books, but they were like standalones, and so she brought them back. And so then she was like, "Well, can I borrow this?" And it was part of a series. It was 2 different series. I do not have the book ones of them series to this day, and it's probably been 10 years.
See,
you know what? Or that they borrow your book and they break your spine.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's why I said she can just like. I was like, just keep it. I'll get another one because people be like, you got to break the spine. I said my books are not for the spines to be broken. My books are for to sit on the shelf.
So y'all know, yeah, like I said, I don't have time to read, but I will buy your book.
I will buy
There's
your
a
book.
whole shelf of books that I've been bought. Some I've lost, so I need to reorder catalogs. But don't come to the shelf and look for nothing. Those are signed to me. Those are they have my name in them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't touch some books.
And so
I
now
just
I'm like,
Googled you, and you just all over my computer.
oh,
yes,
you Googleable, baby.
Yes, I love it.
But I want you, last question before we let you have your time to shine is what is the takeaway? What would you like for readers to take away from this series?
I want them to take away that whatever trauma you may hold on to, it can be healed. But you have to be brave enough to let it go. Because honestly and truly, that trauma's not doing anything but killing you. So if you want to live, which I will hope that you do, because even in a point that Gandhi did not want to, if you want to live, I suggest you just let it go. Go through your process, go to therapy, do what you have to do. But it's not for anybody else, just for you. Love yourself enough to let it go.
Yeah. And that's it. That's it. That's all. And that's a beautiful message in and of itself, because a lot of times people don't know that they have permission to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so having someone say it out loud sometimes can be the difference, between them actually realizing I don't have to hold on to this and then continue to perpetuate that cycle of hurt, pain. And the thing of it is that, if someone's out there living with any type of hurt or pain from some traumatic event, eventually it's going to fester inside of you and you'll begin to rot and hurt people.
That it shows up as cancer, it shows up as heart disease, it shows up as failing organs, it shows up as having a bad back, it shows up having a bad attitude. You just got a nasty attitude just because you walk in a room and everybody leave. Hurt people, and you're hurting yourself.
Exactly.
You actually hurting yourself more than you realize. Like you said, it shows
your
up
body,
as all these
when you
diseases.
start holding on.
Yeah.
I learned something when I went to the chiropractor. He was adjusting my back and he was like, "You've been holding trauma in your neck." Because I was like this for so long, just tense. I used to go to sleep with my hands balled up like this. Like I was gonna fight my sleep. You don't even know how it's affecting you. I would grind my teeth in my sleep, or I would just sit and just clench, because I was always in a state of having to be vigilant and to protect myself. You don't even know how that's affecting your body.
No.
Exactly. No, you don't know. And I could tell you, let me tell you something. I went through something very traumatic. I won't even get into it, but I went into something very traumatic back in 2004. And let me tell you how I know it can affect your body. I kind of, after it happened, I'd been in autopilot. And when I it was a loss, so I'll just say it was a loss. So when I went to the funeral, the day of the funeral, my body started inadvertently shaking and trembling. I couldn't stop it. It took my husband, my brother, and a few other people to really just hold me tight and put me in a state of calm to calm me. The next day, I had a fever that went all the way up to 105, and then had a panic attack that presented as a heart attack the day after that. Like, because I held it in and I trying to be strong, too strong.
Girl, when my granddaddy
And
passed away, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but no. And when you say in your body, it happened just that fast. Like, it don't even take no time. It could be immediate. So imagine if you hold it over time. But go ahead about your granddaddy when you lost
I
it.
watched my granddaddy go from the healthiest man I knew to bedridden, couldn't walk, couldn't. And I lived with them in college, so I was getting every day firsthand experience. So then when he passed, I had a call and said, "Hey, he's not here." I thought I was okay. A couple days after, like, okay, yeah, I cried, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and go to class. And my professors had kind of knew what was going on. And I went to class and I went to my friend's dorm room afterwards, and I was like, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I feel like I'm dying. Like, it feels like I'm dying. So I don't know why I had friends who couldn't drive, but she was like, I can't drive you, but I can make sure you don't run off the road.
Oh my God.
So we went to the hospital, and everybody knew my granddaddy, so they knew what was happening. And she's like, "You're not having a heart attack. You're having a panic attack. And I'm going to give you something, and I need you to get to wherever you got to get to, because you got 15 minutes before this medicine kicks in." I got back to campus and I relaxed, but the next day, my mom was looking for me when everybody started coming to the house. She found me. Now, the bed was only maybe 6 inches off the floor. She found me under the bed.
Oh my God.
I had wedged myself under the bed just so I didn't have to, in the dark, talk to nobody, see nobody, do nothing. And then the day of the funeral, I was fine. Okay, you crying, whatever. It wasn't until they slid him into the wall, and somebody must have been looking at me to know, okay, we got to get her out of here, because it just
came down
like nothing. And this is why you got to heal yourself. You got to take the steps. It is so very important.
And it's necessary. And if since we both spoke on grief itself, and any type of traumatic event is going to bring up a form of grief, allow yourself to grieve.
Yes,
is an important message.
Right.
Allow yourself to grieve. Like, don't try to stop grief. It is a part of your life cycle process. Allow yourself to grieve, because only through grief can you get to healing. So allow yourself to grieve.
And also, to that point, if you've ever experienced any type of assault, any type of sexual assault, I held it for so long. It was a superior officer. I held it. I didn't say anything. And it wasn't until I was talking to my dad and I was like, "Yeah, do you know that man did such and such and such and such?" And my dad was like, "Why are you ain't telling me this?" And I was like, "Who was I going to tell? Who was going to believe me?"
Right.
And it wasn't until I was in therapy and she asked what it was, I couldn't even bring myself to say it.
Wow.
So, I'm fine now. I'll beat you up. That's probably why I like to fight now, because I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's probably why I like to fight now, because I'm beat your ass.
Yes, I'm gonna fight you now. Soft and sweet apparently don't work no more.
No.
Oh my goodness. And I'm sitting here trying my best to find. It's a. Y'all got my phone here.
Trying to find it.
Oh my goodness.
Is it a quote?
No, it's actually a number, and I
Yes,
can't find it
because I
right
couldn't
now.
find it either, and I wanted to put it in the book, and I couldn't find the darn number.
Oh my goodness.
But my sister
So
is so funny. She has a list of numbers on her wall. And I was like, what you gonna do with these? She's like, just in case somebody needs it, I can just reference the wall.
Oh wow. Well,
oh
that's
my goodness.
smart. Because you
Mm-hmm.
never know. See, like now, call your sister and ask her for the number. I bet you she got it
Yes, she will.
on the
She'll go tell
wall.
her. Go to her wall.
Listen, so but today is, or not today, this week is National Crime Victims' Rights Awareness Week. If you, I'll give you the website because I can't find the number. But if you are a victim of any type of crime, you can go to victimsofcrime.org for assistance, guidance, support. So I did want to put that in there. You know, I don't have the number, but I'll throw out a
Mhm.
website real quick.
And if you
So
want to take the low road, just give me the address.
because they ain't gonna want no smoke with Pynn. I'm trying to tell
If you
I'll
want to
come with
take
you.
the low road,
you know.
I'm
Because
sure
yeah,
there's a
somebody
ski
right
mask
now, and
somewhere in this house.
I'm a little peeved off at somebody right now. So I got a whole lot of energy that I want to get out.
I ain't never been above jumping out no bushes.
No, I ain't jumping out no bushes.
Mm-mm. I ain't never been above a little sneak attack.
Mm-mm. Nobody got time for that. Because then
A
you,
little.
nah,
I ain't
I ain't
never
doing
been
no.
above it.
Mm-mm.
I ain't never
No.
been above it.
We're gonna pop up. Yeah, listen. We're gonna pop up and pop out. How about
I
that?
tell people all the time, I love catching flights.
Right. Because you can catch feelings, but I catch flights. And it is. But Aubrey, please tell us everything that you have going on, and please tell everyone about your traditional release as well. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, so proud.
I really never thought this would happen ever in my life.
Here's my copy
Never
too.
knew that this was going to
My
happen. So thank
my
God for that.
crazy ass left my copy downstairs, so I have it.
But thank you.
Yes, we had to support, of
So
course.
I initially wrote One Final Shot 2 years ago and released
Mm-hmm.
it exclusively on my website. One Final Shot now has been published underneath Urban Books. It is available wherever books are sold. I am sure, don't hold me to this, but I'm sure that it will be in stores as probably a mass market copy. I don't know. That's my hope.
Okay.
Because I've been running down on the man in Walmart every week. And he probably tired of seeing me. And I'd be like, where my book at though? All
Go make it look. Listen, make him tired.
so listen, I might just take a couple copies myself and just go toot 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 toot.
I wouldn't blame you. You good.
So it is available wherever. Request it please in your local bookstores. Okay. Because it's really good, if I do say so myself. I don't typically like to beat my own horn because I believe in being humble. But B, who
That's
got the keys to the
Austin
Jeep?
Graham. Austin Graham pissed me off,
But he redeemed himself.
but he redeemed himself. He definitely redeemed himself.
He had to grow up.
A lot.
He had to
A
grow up.
lot. Mm-hmm.
He grew up. And then I have Boss Up just came out, which is another sports romance. I'm in sports romance land right now.
So good. It's so good. It's so
That
good.
is now when people hear me say series, like, oh my god, another series, I have to wait. Okay, well, yeah, you might have to, but that's not the point. Point is that there was supposed to be 4 books in that series, now there's 5, but it's okay. So I'm working on book 2 right now. Just letting y'all know because I like to be transparent, even though y'all be acting like y'all don't hear me talk.
Say it again for the people in the back,
Because y'all be
beside
acting
the
like y'all don't
front.
hear me talk. Y'all be acting like y'all don't see my emails. Don't. Anyway, I had a rewrite. This is my second rewrite of book 2 because I wanted to make sure because AP don't do no mid. So I'm
Right.
saying. So I had to make sure it does what it does, and then, if I can put my hands on it, because I got to figure out what box it's in.
I'm taking off my glasses so I can see.
Right.
My finished exclusive series that y'all let me write for a whole year and didn't aggravate the hell out of me. Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
You
it's so pretty.
yes,
This
it is
is I
so
have
pretty.
like
You
80
put
something
all
more
three
books.
books together?
No, this is just one.
Oh wow. It's
This is
so
just book
pretty.
one. I sent a few boxes out last week. There's some more going out this weekend. I have like 100 and something other books coming. So boxes are going out in waves because it takes people forever to print,
Yes, it does.
and I wanted to make sure that the quality of work that y'all got was something that you would be proud of. Um, so I'm going to say this now, and I'll probably say it again when I get that last book out. Everybody who has some patience and some grace for me and extended me patience and grace, I thank you. Each book was rewritten 3 times to ensure that I was delivering you a quality product. Each box is an experience. Um, I have gone over budget. I have put my heart and soul into the series, and I thank you guys for giving me grace and letting me be the artist to create this wonderful completed series of art. For those who did not order the book box, the ebooks are available on my website. So if you go to Instagram and hit the link, you'll see it. Indulge, enjoy. For those waiting on your book box, it is coming. It is coming. It's coming. It's coming. Thank God, because I want my office back. And these are the lovely boxes.
Oh my God, that is so
It's so
gorgeous. We were trying to go ahead.
These are the lovely
look, I'm trying
boxes.
to take myself off mute. We both trying to take me off mute at the same time. But you know what? I have the trenches box sitting on my shelf.
I have one up there too.
Yes.
I kept one for myself.
I feel like I need that box now.
And then so the app I did some after order boxes. So those are available too if y'all just want those. And these are the
Oh.
there's nothing
Oh
in
my
this box that I
gosh.
haven't made myself or touched myself.
Oh wow.
So everything is me. The hoodie is made by me. The cups are made by me.
I have
The
a hoodie.
oils,
I have a sweatshirt. I have the pink one.
yes, you
Oh my
do.
God. You said the oil. Did you say were you about to say oil?
The oils was I did not make the oils though. I can't do every, but I had to put the oils in the bottles.
So you did
I gotta
something.
I gotta put the bath salt in the bottle. But the coasters,
Oh, you got a lot. You got a whole
the
little
coasters.
store.
Oh,
Yes,
who
I
made the
know.
coaster? You made the coasters too?
I made the coasters, the tumblers,
Listen
the
here, Aubrey.
bookmarks,
We have to have a conversation after this.
the
Right.
stickers.
Listen, Aubrey. We got to have us a conversation after this live here.
Yes,
Queen
I've been in
amongst
here
Steph
working.
said
Me
that
and you got to
you've
have
been
a
tripping on ball
conversation.
stuff.
You said what?
Queen amongst Queen said you've been
Mhm.
tripping on ball stuff.
Yes. So for those of you, I know, sometimes I exhibit a very confident human being who, just can do anything. If you see my writing process, I do not believe that. I I be tripping. I be
You do.
tripping.
You do.
I will I would be like, read this and tell me if it's bad, because if it's bad, it's getting deleted tonight, and we try it again tomorrow.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. I love
I
that.
am my worst. I'm my worst critic. So by the time somebody gets to critique me,
I done already did that. Yep.
I
I
know I did
definitely
that, girl.
understand that.
I know I
Hmm.
took that trip. You late. You should have been here 5 months
You
ago when I
should.
was doing it.
You should look. They missed the boat ride.
You missed the boat, baby.
That part. Yep.
Now I don't care no more.
Oh my gosh.
Just an I don't care no more. But
I don't care no
listen,
more.
tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
All right, I am at Aubree Pynn on all platforms. I do not tweet no more. I've been delivered.
And me too, honey.
I don't tweet anymore. So I mean, and also I am sometimes check my DMs. It's nothing against you. It's just that I've committed myself to a 5 book series, and there is a traditional release that I have to rewrite by the 25th. Um, so
Oh,
Love you.
book number two.
Book number 2. It's another re-release. It's Everything Is Love. That comes out November 26th under Urban Books.
I almost said some, Crystal. I like to gain some hot, some good ass tea right there. Well, hell, I can still say it. Well, I'll say this. Listen, we should. Let me see how I want to frame this. Every Sky and you should do a release party together because her
I
book
think we
comes out
should.
November 26th.
I think we should. I think we should.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yes, I love it. I
I
love
think we
it.
should. Because that's Love Aboard, right? Love. Am I saying the title right?
Love on the
Love on
rebound.
Rebound.
Oh, Rebound. Okay. Girl, I'm giving you a whole new title. Working that book.
No, Love on Board is another title. It's
Okay,
coming out
good.
2025.
Yes, I have another one coming out 2025 too. So we'll see if we still got the same release date.
Ooh, just keep them coming. I just want to, I started a new job and everybody at work, like some of them like to read. So, I mean, they be like, oh, what did you read today? Or blah, 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 blah. Like on vacation, I finished 2 books.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, I think I got halfway through. I had already read Remember the Time, but I got halfway through When You Fell in Love when I was on my birthday vacation because that was a 9-hour drive. So I was like, the other half I was
Right.
Might as well.
I was asleep. I was like, Lord, my eyes get tired. Let me go ahead and dip these eyes on.
Because that road trip sleep is the best.
It really is.
Listen, I be sleeping before the airplane take off.
Me? That be me.
And the sleep was necessary because when I tell you on my birthday, I'm just gonna look, shout this out how it went. My first it's probably like 10 o'clock in the morning, had a margarita.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
And look, my second drink was another margarita. It's a 5 o'clock somewhere drink for lunch.
Give me one margarita.
Right.
Give me 2 margaritas. Give me 3 margaritas.
Look, for lunch I had a 5 o'clock somewhere. And then right after that, like maybe an hour or two, we went to Fat Tuesdays, and I had that big, long, skinny cup with the 190 octane tequila shot. And then after that,
you was partying.
After that, I had a beer and some water. And then
because you gotta bring it down.
Yeah, I had to bring it down because I had to go to dinner that night, and at dinner I had wild watermelon margaritas. Yeah, so I had fun on my birthday.
That's a birthday.
That's a birthday.
That's a birthday.
So yeah, the next day I was reading. I was good for about 3-4 hours, maybe. And then after that,
oh my gosh.
so yeah, you got to sleep away all of that liquor.
And then the older you get, the liquor just don't do you right the next day.
No, it don't.
Baby, when I used
to take 2 Tylenol and drink a whole bottle of water. That don't work no more.
You need
don't work
broth now. You need soup.
No.
You need crackers. You need a whole 4-course meal for you to
right to get over it. It's like this was like 2 days ago. Why is it still here?
Girl, when I busted my whole toe.
Listen, I got a scar on my finger and on my knee from a night that I don't necessarily remember.
Now that's a night.
And I woke up in a tub that was a 4th full in a bathing suit. I don't know what happened.
I like those type of nights when you wake up and be like, "What happened?" I don't know.
I probably need to start a book off like that. I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, and I just want to say thank you for bringing Navy Thomas back.
Yes.
Of course,
because he's another one that I'm in love with. Like that's what I'm saying. You making me like a hoe because Navy Thomas, Kendrick Saxon. I cannot forget my man Azil Khalid.
9.
I can't forget 9. Right. But them three right there.
But you know what? Who you shouldn't ever forget is this man right here,
No.
Glizzy Black.
Can't forget him. He over there on my shelf. He on my
Yes.
shelf. I got yep.
What a man! What a man! What a mighty
What a
good
man.
man.
What a
Yes,
mighty
what a
good
mighty good
man.
man. Yes, he is.
Mighty,
Yes,
mighty
he is.
good man.
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
because if you don't take somebody out for talking about taking me out, do you love me?
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh. And we are actually gonna have us what are we gonna have? We're gonna have us a homecoming edition. We're gonna do some brackets, and your homecoming series is going against each other in our
They
bracket.
sure is. She's one and I'm two.
Our homecoming season 1, and she's homecoming season 2.
Season two. I
So
know I
she'll
gotta
be
send
in
my
our
books.
homecoming bracket.
Y'all saw
We gonna
hit
have
my
us a
so
whole
dad.
homecoming.
We gonna have Beyonce playing in the background.
Okay.
Her homecoming album playing in the background.
Somebody asked me, was like, when are you gonna put that in the audio? Girl, you see how thick this book is? I don't know.
But you want to know? I was just about to ask you. I'm waiting for the second book in Gatton Hill series to go on Audible.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
That's all you had to say.
Listen. Mm.
That's all you had to say.
I cannot
I
confirm nor deny.
I read between that.
Also, I cannot confirm nor deny.
Listen. You just let me know when, if, where, when, how, everything that's going on. Like, but I told you this, and this is real tea, and Crystal know this for real. I'm to the point I can't read anymore. And that's
I gotta
just
listen to it.
because of life. I have to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
You are one of only
Yep.
two authors I willfully sit down and take time to read.
Mm-hmm. That is true. See, yep.
Yes. You
So we literally have a list, and for the whole year, we got a list with books for each month what we're reading. So when we're picking the books, we got to make sure they're on Audible so she can listen to them, and I'll read and listen to them as well. But yeah, she will read
Yes, I will sit here and I'll be like, no, I'm going to sit here and I'm going
and
to
read. Yes,
You know what? That just made my little cold heart just warm.
you're my bedtime story. Like every night, you've been my bedtime story the past 3 months because,
Thank
like,
y'all.
I'm like, I need you to slow down. I
listen.
can't keep up.
I wish I could.
I know.
I
I
mean, I
can't
went on
keep
that break
up.
for like a month and a half.
Mhm. Listen, the three. It was actually only two people, but this year last year became three.
Mm-hmm.
You, Robbie Renee, and Kennedy Ryan are the only three people I will read
I am
y'all's
in some
books.
good company. You hear that? I am some good. Cool, because I love them too.
Yes.
Yes. I can only I'll grab y'all audio anyway and still
When
listen to it. But
when
to
Kennedy
actually
Ryan be replying to me,
right.
and she be liking
Okay.
us. Oh, hey girl, hey
Yes,
girl.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Y'all the only three. Look, y'all the only three that make me set aside some
Yeah.
time. Like
And
we got
you know what? I'm gonna take a second because you brought up Robbie Renee and just shout out Robbie Renee. So
Yes.
Robbie
Oh my
Renee
God.
just did the Just Right coaching, and if you've been on her page, you saw the office that she's working with. I'm gonna just say this. I have been telling friends of mine that I know are writing that they definitely should give her a call. And I'll also share that I'm actually working with her. When I say she went in my head, because Untamed know this, I get in my head and I gotta learn to get out of it. She was
Mhm.
like, get out of your head. And she said to me, just write. I don't care. She said,
Mhm.
whenever it just comes to you, just write. Do you not understand that I have written like 3 chapters since she said just write? They not in order.
It doesn't have to
No
be. That's
matter.
my.
Yeah, and
No,
that's what she said. She's
matter.
like, because I'm telling you, remember that morning I said, "Oh, I got a scene that I need to write."
Mhm.
It was the last.
Just
It
write
was the
it.
last chapter of the book,
Just write it.
and I just wrote it, and so it's just been helping. But I just have to shout her out. Her meetings with the group are phenomenal. Like just sitting there, seeing her in her craft and in her all, like she's inspiring for real.
Yes.
Like she drops such great gems. So anybody who wants to write, or like I said, me, wanting that one-on-one, definitely go join her group. I mean,
Yes.
I'm lucky because I get untamed to myself sometimes too, because
Isn't it good having author friends?
what? Yo, I'm telling you, Men Untamed, and like since I went back to work, because Men Untamed used to talk every day, all day long, and we would have writing sessions. We got to get back to our writing sessions. But she has dropped so much. So, I mean, like I said, if y'all got author friends and they willing to help, take advantage of it. Definitely take advantage.
When people come in my inbox and they're like, "Are you going to do a masterclass?" And I was like, "Listen, in
I
order for
wish
me to
you
do
would.
that, I have to have everything. So I would have to set it aside, which I'm planning on doing. I just gotta have the time to do it because I want to make sure
I need
y'all
you
got it.
to. And the reason why I need you to, because I need you to give us the gangster class, because you would never think you like write that gangster stuff. I've been in your presence, I've met you, and I've hung around you. Now, once you hang around you and you yourself, then yeah, I get the gangster part. But most of the time you be like,
it comes out when I'm comfortable.
yes, it definitely do. It definitely do. So I can say that, but I definitely, because I can probably pop in my head some people who should do masterclass. Like I feel like Untamed should do one for publishing, because y'all, when I say she know the game, she know the game.
Someone asked somebody called me. I think it was my brother. He had a friend who wrote a book about her life or something of the sort. And I said, "Baby, listen. I know my areas of strength, and I know that my area of weakest, where I am the weakest link, is people. So see, I'm gonna say something as your publisher that you're not gonna like. I'm gonna do something that you might not like. I might just send you back your whole doc and be like, this is just not it."
Right.
So I don't want to tell nobody dreams like that, because as sweet as I can be, I know myself.
Right.
Look, it's like this too. I have developed more so than I want to. I'm Aries. I have developed more so than I want to learn to take the edge off of my bluntness, and to deliver things,
with such a way.
Pepper it in such a way
That took work for me.
Like
that
I
took
can
work.
tell you, I've learned to perfect no gently. I've learned to perfect this is gently. I've learned to perfect. You need to change this. Like I promise you, and this is me. I worked in corporate for 15 years, so like I have a very authoritative email voice, right?
Hello.
And,
I came from corporate too.
Yes, because baby, you have to say what you mean and mean what you say, and stand on business. Okay,
stand on business.
But you have on this side, you have to have that, but it has to be more assertive,
right?
And it has to be less authoritative and more assertive, and still peppered,
because it's people's art and they sensitive about their shit.
Right, you're
I'm sensitive about my stuff.
And that's what you have, but also you still have to be truthful with them. And so, but then too, you have to contend with different personalities, because some people can take it, and other people you have to baby step them into it and hold their hand, and you gotta understand how to maneuver between those personalities.
And that's the part that I'm not good at.
And so that's the part. I ain't gonna lie, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I will not sit here and pretend to say. I promise you, I
because baby,
at 100% wait hours, days, weeks, sometimes before I reply to something, because I gotta get my spirit right.
Huh?
You gotta sit with it for a minute.
You got
Yep.
you have to sit. You have to sit with stuff and
Smell it, taste it, feel it, all that.
baby, you got to. You got to. It takes a different type of it takes you to become a different type of person when you are spearheading someone else's dream and ushering that through.
Yes.
Yes.
And now, but I will say the biggest joy and the biggest reward is seeing that come into fruition in a way that they can be proud of. And so that is the part for me that keeps me going, with that, because I know on the other end of this, if we could just get to the end of this tunnel, if we could just get to the end of it, I know how rewarding that is. And I
Yes.
love seeing that and having that feeling and sharing that feeling with them over and over and over and over.
I think the blessing is that I have a personal editor, which is a really good friend of mine, so she knows my process. And then the editor that I was blessed with from Urban. Oh, my word. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lord.
Because that takes a good parent too. You gotta have the right person on your stuff when it comes to editing, and that's for real. Because first of all, you have to have somebody who understands the genre. Because number one, like if you don't understand the genre, baby, you'll have you ain't really sounding like Shakespeare.
Don't make me say it. I'm trying not to say it. I'm trying not to say it. Ooh, don't say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Say it, girl. Say it.
But even sometimes when the people are inside of your genre, ooh,
you might be about to bring up my second point, but go ahead and say
I never will forget. I got a book back. I won't say the book. And it took me a minute. I just sat there and looked at the screen. I said, there's no way in the world. And so when people who come in my inbox and like, well, I need to know what to do and da 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 da. First, just write. And find your editor should be your book best friend. You should be able to bounce ideas off. You should be able to talk to. You should be able to get, your editor should not be a fly by night. Your editor should know what they're doing, and when they give you a sample, it needs to show that they knew what they were doing and it was not through Grammarly. Your editor needs to be able to communicate. And I just feel like your editor needs to be a little bit more professional than you. I don't have a professional bone in my body. Sorry. Even when I was sitting on the board of directors, I did not have a professional. No, because y'all want smoke. So now I'm going to have to give it to you. But your editor should know your deadlines, should know your voice. They should never take away your voice, nor should they waste your time and your money. Amen?
Amen. Look, and that's my second point, because they also have to understand your voice, get akin to it, have those conversations so they can learn it, and be diligent about having that communication. Y'all, that is one of the most intimate relationships you will have besides the person you sleep with.
Yes.
Is your editor. That is the person who you really have to rely on, because they have to have your back just as much as you will have your own back. And they have to be willing to walk that journey with you, And at the end of the day, like, and you tell them, like, I'm gonna say this, nah. You give your editor your most polished to what you can do. Don't just get them some mess. Because at the end of the day, that'll be the quickest way for y'all to become enemies. They be like, you know what? You got it. You got it. So, it's one of those things where it has to be a good pairing. We aim for perfect pairing.
Yes.
And eventually you can get there. You may take you a dry run, a person to hear 2 or 3.
It's almost like finding a man. Sometimes you might kiss a couple frogs
before you get a Prince Charming. Yes.
Yes. I kiss some frogs in my day.
And then look, so You gotta go through the frost and get the Prince
Yeah.
Charming, but it's that part too. That is another piece in. I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, as the pastor
Yes.
say, if you can hear the sound of my voice, you need to enter.
And even when
Go ahead, stand.
and even when you ask us authors who, I don't know if you consider me to be a veteran yet. I've only been doing this for 5 years, maybe not yet. Um, when you ask authors who have some teeth and skin in the game, um, for a piece of advice, and they take that time out to give you a piece of advice,
Mm-hmm.
it's because they have experienced what they're telling you, or they're
Absolutely.
lying. But 9 times out of 10, they've experienced what they're telling you, and it's not coming from a place of malice. It's not coming from a place that they don't want to see you win. There has been very few interactions I've had where they didn't want to see that this community sticks together and they're gonna look out for their own. Take
Mm-hmm.
heed to the advice. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Hype is not all it has cracked up to be. Hype is good today, it's gone tomorrow. If you live
Mm-hmm.
for the applause, you will die for the blues. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I will write for the wall
Mm-hmm.
before I write for y'all. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And that's the
Let
God
the
honest
church say
truth.
amen.
Listen, church is out now. That was a benediction.
That was a
Pretty much.
benediction. Write for
Pretty
yourself.
much.
Write the stories that you want to read. I started writing because I could not find the story that I wanted to read, so I wrote it. So
Mm-hmm.
write what you want to read. Don't write what they want you to write, because they're gonna tell you today they don't like series, and tomorrow they want series. They're gonna tell you today they like kidnapping, and tomorrow they want something soft. They're gonna tell you they like shoot 'em up, bang bang, but they want a small tone. Don't do it, because you're gonna be topsy turvy. You're gonna be all over the place.
I mean, my saying is, if they want that, then I feel like they should write it themselves too.
You're gonna have 10 different author names trying to keep up. Don't do it.
Yep. Yep. That's so
Girl,
true.
Don't do it. And I
girl.
mean that from the sincerest part of my cold heart.
Yes,
Did you say of your cold heart? I'm done.
she did. She did.
I'm done.
She said from the sincerest part of her cold heart. That's why you know it's real.
Right. Because it's from her cold heart.
But the sincerest part of it, though.
I'm sincere. I say what I mean. I mean what I say.
Oh my gosh. Well, oh my goodness, y'all. We have come up to 2 hours on this
Oh my
live.
God.
We're having fun. Okay, so
Listen,
Of
somebody
course,
you know we can sit
always.
here all night.
Yes.
somebody said here said now Sabria Miles said let it marinate before it hit the skin.
Actually, she's in the writer group, and she did say before that thank you for, talking about Robbie Renee's Just Right. She's one of the authors
Yes.
in the Just Right coaching. So definitely, like I said, I'm excited for their books to come out. I get to hear what they're talking about and what they're thinking. So I'm excited for them.
That's amazing.
Yes, it
Yes.
definitely is. And I
I'm
just love
excited.
when authors, like you said, who got some skin in the game are
Mm-hmm.
helping you and giving you advice, because it's not malicious or like
Mm-mm.
saying, oh, I don't want
No.
you to do it. It's I'm really helping you. I'm giving you what I've been through. And like I said, a lot of people need that, because I've talked to some authors where they didn't know certain things and they're like, yeah, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. But like I hear people say, oh, you lucky you got authors that that you can reach out to and get information. And I
Right.
appreciate that so much,
Listen,
because
y'all
whew,
ask me a question, I'm gonna answer it. One,
there
I'm
you
gonna answer
go.
it to the best of my ability, and I'm gonna answer it truthfully.
Yep.
If
Exactly.
you don't
And
want the truth,
right,
You
right,
can't
that part.
handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth. And I'm gonna tell you this. For the people who are here who are aspiring or either new and you reach out to someone and you're like, oh, well, they didn't talk to me. I want you before you get mad, let's talk about your approach. How did you approach them? Because baby, hopping in somebody's DMs, trying to push your book, and then say, "Hey, can you just give me some tips and advice and learn the art of networking?"
You know what that saying used to be? Hay is for horses.
To that point, I don't typically block people a lot. I'm gonna block you if you're rude. I had someone send me just a barrage of links, and I went to his page to kind of figure out like what's the disconnect here. And I said, okay, he's new. So I went back to my inbox and I said, hey, listen, you're new. I'm going to try to do this a different way that I've done it in the past because I've just blocked y'all and moved on with my life. Before you enter anybody's inbox, frog, rider, horse, hello, my name is.
Thank you.
I am this.
Mm-hmm.
I see that you are this as well. I would like to know if you can do X, Y, Z. The answer will be yes or it will be no. In this case, the answer is no. Because you have sent me 25 links in a matter of 3 days, and I don't know your name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did they respond though? That's my question.
No, and y'all gotta. I don't know if y'all can hear them. The men out there, they don't have no inside voice. So
Nope,
I
I can't.
apologize.
We
I
can't
was
hear
just thinking
it.
about hi. My name is
Slim
Right.
Slim
Shady.
Shady. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they come in there very shady sometimes, and it's
yeah,
like
they do.
you
And
can't
they,
pop in somebody's inbox and just send them links or just demand their time. They don't even know who you are, your name. That where
I,
did you come from? Who sent you? Who sent you?
and I asked her this and such and such, and she asked me, "What was this about?"
Mm.
Yes,
Exactly, you did. Because I don't know what
you gotta be
you want
respectful of
from
people's
me.
time. Because I'm telling you, if I'm stopping to read something, I am taking away from something. Okay. I'm a mom first.
Mm-hmm.
You got me taken away from that time, or I'm writing something. You got me taken away from stuff, and you gonna be rude.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. And you wonder why I didn't respond or I blocked you?
And you wonder why you don't have. There's no contact. I don't want no contact. Block. Okay. I don't know if I can say this.
Shoot, go for it.
I'm trying to. Okay. I'm gonna say it
Just remember, he
respectfully as
might
I know
tap you
how.
on your back if you get out of control with it
He's
now.
gonna tap me and tell me to log off, but I think I can
Yeah.
say this without sounding horrible. Readers, we love you. We love you very much. You guys is what continues to propel us forward. In that same instance, I know that we live in a world where it is now okay to be disrespectful to people. And the consequence of your disrespect is not great because, you know, it's accepted. I will offer one piece of advice. Don't do that no more. Um, it's been a lot the last couple of weeks, not just for me, because I don't care, but for my other ladies in this art, be mindful. Because one day you're going to need the grace that you fail to extend.
Mm, mm.
Because I pray.
Mm.
And I would say I pray that you don't you hear what she said.
Exactly. And
That's
accept it.
all.
Let your
Yeah.
spirit accept it.
Yeah.
Please.
Because
Yes,
we,
please.
we, as much as we write for ourselves, we love to hear your opinions. We love to interact with you guys. We love,
Mm-hmm.
we love it. There's nothing that makes me happier than getting a mention like, I love the book. You raggedy bitch. That makes my soul pitter patter. When it's like, I could really fight you, raggedy, Aubree raggedy Pynn, because you made me cry. Like, I love it. But don't go too far now.
No. Hey, keep it cute. Keep it
Keep
cute.
or keep it mute, baby.
I love
I finished.
I swear, this is why I love talking to you because we gonna get the authentic you all the time, and you gonna always give us 1, 2, or 3.
I don't know how to be any other way.
Yes.
No idea. And I don't. He's being loud on purpose because he wants attention. So
say you coming. I'm coming.
no, I'm just gonna. I already told him today that he gonna wake up on Tuesday.
You don't know which Tuesday, but it was
don't know
going
what
to
Tuesday
be a
is gonna be.
Tuesday.
It's gonna be on Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, listen. We just got to talk. We done start dropping some gems, so I didn't care about this going on. But yeah, we done hit over the 2 hour mark. So
we have.
You know what you need to do? You need to host an author panel. I'll be there.
We talked about that. We talked about that.
We don't have to clean it.
I'll be there. Don't you worry.
Okay. Look, more stuff for us to do.
It until you there.
Right. Like,
you have to ask me. I'm just gonna pop up on your live. Request to join.
No, you're gonna be up there on the panel.
You'll be on the panel. You'll be official.
Yes.
You will be official. But my goodness. So Crystal.
Books and Soul, one on IG, Books and Soul everywhere else. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Look, y'all, I go to bed every night at 10:30, and I need to go sit still for an hour and do some writing since I actually did some. Yeah, so I'm, yeah. Yes, because I'm sleepy.
Oh my goodness.
I had espresso today.
Oh wow.
Oh no, I can't drink that. I would never sleep.
I had a 4-shot.
No, we went out last night. It was my daughter's birthday, so we, I didn't go to bed last night till like 1:00, and then I was back up at 6, so I didn't get enough sleep.
Oh man!
And then we're supposed to be partying this weekend, so I got to make sure I'm well rested.
Yeah, and hydrate.
Let me tell you something. If I ain't do nothing else when I was in Puerto Rico, I definitely hydrated. Now I didn't say I hydrated with water, but I hydrated.
Wine.
I mean, he was turning that water into liquor.
Oh, that's liquor.
Liquor.
It's something in this liquor.
I mean, it was like you said, you was waking up drinking at 8. Yeah, that was about right for me. But
shout out to Chris Breezy.
Daddy. He said, if I'm not in your city, get your ass on a plane. And I said, baby, I'm there. Don't you worry about it.
Right.
You said you was gonna be hey, Daddy, you said you was gonna be in Atlanta. I'll be in Atlanta. Don't you worry. I know how to get there.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all can find me at Author Untamed everywhere. Let me tell you where I'm gonna really be at. I'm gonna really be on Facebook, really on Instagram, and really TikTok until they ban this. Until they ban us from it.
What she said, I'm gonna really be on Instagram and really might be on Facebook and really on TikTok.
Yeah.
And look, let me just share this because I try not to get too political because I did ask people what were their plans, if the band actually goes. We got about 9 months to see what the fate will be. But I want to tell everybody because I know that what they're finna do is get on a whole bash the federal government train. But let me tell y'all one good thing.
18 different think pieces.
Woo, Jesus. Okay. This is where your state representatives and Senate comes into play. And I want to tell y'all what happened. Look, in the most low vibrational way that I can, because I hate getting into these things as far as politics, because every time I do, I have to argue with somebody online and I ain't got time for that. So basically what happened is there was a bill that they wanted to introduce. And so I ain't gonna say what party wanted to introduce the bill.
We know which one.
Okay. They wanted to introduce the bill. And so they had been trying to figure out a way to get it to pass because it wouldn't get passed. Okay.
It was the jackasses.
Yep. So what they did was they said, okay, we're gonna give y'all what y'all want.
Yep.
But when we get it, we're gonna tack on this TikTok ban as a part of it. Because now, if we give this to you, we know that you are going to approve it because you want A more than you don't want B.
Y'all know that's what they do. It's called amendments.
Exactly.
They introduce the bill to you. They get to wherever they get to, and they have that much amendments.
Yes.
attached to your bill.
Exactly. And
Y'all
so
wanted, y'all what y'all wanted? Y'all wanted more money
Can
back in
y'all attach
taxes?
those same amendments to these bills that we got to pay? What it's called, the
Y'all
House
wanted
notes.
listen, they wanted more back on their taxes. You see this?
Yep.
mhm,
Now mortgage
exactly.
companies can go ahead and push your rate up.
Yep.
Exactly.
Inflation. Now
Exactly.
you can't get a house because you gotta have 6 times the amount of rent.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now affirmative action is going.
Mhm.
Now we got
Okay.
we're lowering standards so black people can attend these schools.
Mhm.
Vote locally, please.
Yes. Vote locally. And that includes your state officials because those are Congress.
Because
Okay.
first of all, I got Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham.
Well, I would say I'm a little better than you because you got Warnock. We got Warnock, and we got what's that William Moore. And so yeah, no, so yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all got Warnock. Yeah, listen, if I could have crossed over, made that 20-minute drive and voted with y'all,
We appreciate it too. We got him on in there. We got him on in there.
not get me
And
in the stall election again.
girl, listen, I
Stacey,
think I would have packed up. We didn't need a walker. We need a and Walker would have run. I would have picked up a boots on all another thing. I ain't gonna lie. But just but we got some ones now. Cause
well, listen,
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
y'all flip the state blue.
Yes. But for our representatives, Marjorie Taylor Greene, um,
Girl, she got to be drinking swamp water.
that one done. So and just so y'all know, the overarching thing is that our governors have the ability to one line veto, and
Yep,
our president don't.
yep,
He cannot veto amendments and line items. So if he signs
yep,
it, he has to sign the entire bill in its entirety. So let
yep.
that marinate on your spirit when we talk about this TikTok ban and anything
When
else.
not even TikTok ban. When it came down to the rights of women's bodies, for
Yes,
us to
that part.
govern our own body,
Thank
when
you.
the federal
That part.
government said we're stepping out of it, we'll
Mm-hmm,
overturn it,
mm-hmm,
but we're out of it now. We didn't overturn it.
mm-hmm.
Our job is then
It's
left it up to
done.
your states to tell
Mm-hmm,
you that if you drive Uber and you drop that girl off at a clinic, you too
mm-hmm,
will be charged. Oh, you can't get it in your state? You're gonna have to fly across country and get it. Good
mm-hmm,
luck affording it. Never mind the fact that you were assaulted.
mm-hmm,
Never mind that. Never mind the fact that stillborn. Never mind the fact that
mm-hmm,
this child has died inside of your womb. Never mind
mm-hmm,
that you're gonna die.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, and I got one even for you for my own self. Never mind that you have an illness, autoimmune disease, or anything else like that that would impact your life to bring life.
Yep.
I'm
You
gonna just
know.
sum it up. We just got a bunch of idiots up top. That's
Mhm.
it. That's all.
Henceforth, why?
Mm-hmm.
When that class idiot runs for local office, you should not vote for that class
Idiot.
idiot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A class
Exactly.
idiot turns into a national idiot. Tim Scott.
Exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And Queens Among Queens said Tommy Tumberville is a dumb football coach. So yeah.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, girl,
Herschel
listen.
Walker.
We got a governor whose degree
You
was in
consider Herschel
agriculture.
Walker to be anything.
They was drinking swamp
Cause he's
water.
cause he's a he's a Republican. Y'all let me get out here and
Or just say he's an Uncle Tom.
he's a Well, I would say this. We've been that's the wrong affiliation for that. It's the actual a whole story about it, the whole Uncle Tom thing. But That's another story for another day. Listen, we want to give it to the social reform.
I know.
We done went from books to Breezy to Quavo to Uprising. This is my type of carrying on. Right. Right.
We have these conversations all the time. We might have to just pull you in, and just because we go for one thing and talk about stuff totally different.
I can sit here with y'all and talk all night because
we need to have a one podcast that just called Kitchen Table Talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
As Aubree said, my type of carrying on.
Carrying on.
It could just be called my type of carrying on.
My type of carrying on. My type of carrying on. Because baby, and listen, we have conversations today.
Yes.
It's what's going on in this world. But yeah. So
the South in itself.
And on that, you guys, make sure that you are voting for the person, not the party, who has your value interest in heart.
Vote for your interest. Don't vote for your party.
Right.
You need to vote bipartisan. Please do. I'm not saying all of them are dumb.
Just some of them.
Just some of them.
Just the party.
Yes, just the majority. Oh, hold on. Okay.
No,
but you are fine. Listen, and I done jumped out of the whole. All right, y'all. So I don't know what I'm saying. Listen, we supposed to close it out, but make sure that you are following to get caught up in the podcast. Get caught up.
Yes.
Join the Facebook group. Get Caught Up Podcast on Facebook. We're also on YouTube and on TikTok at Get Caught Up Podcast. And also, please make sure that you subscribe to the podcast at anchor.fm/Get Caught Up. You can actually go there and find the platform that you want to subscribe to. We're on Audible, we're on Amazon, we're on iTunes, we are on Spotify, and we are on iHeartRadio and a plethora of others, but those are our main bases where we are at. And so this interview will actually go on the podcast so that you will be able to tune back into it. You're going to be international again. She gonna be international, girl. So
yes.
I am going to repost it there so that you guys can go back and listen and tune in anytime you want to get your bookish news and your political news.
Yes, at the same time.
Carry on.
At the same damn time.
Okay. At the same time.
Layers. Yes. Because one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fight with you. I'm gonna pray for you. Can't say the last one because he's gonna tap me. But yeah.
So yes, so that you guys can tune in and listen. And please make sure that you come back April 30th. We will be interviewing Zakia for our narrator of the month. She has narrated. Yes, and she narrated Love Belvin books.
She also narrated K.O. McGee's book. I said it on the show. I can't think of the name of the book, but she narrated K.O. McGee book. I think it's something like before something. I can't remember it, but yes, she narrated that book as well.
So yes, she is a phenomenal narrator, and actually also authored a book.
Yeah,
so it's really exciting to talk to her about that as well. I love that she also has done both. So yes, come back on April 30th. But Aubree, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, we love you. We love you.
I don't talk much, but when I do,
hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's all right.
She come through.
Look, my mom always said you don't have to talk much, but when you do talk, make sure it's
have something to say.
And have something to say. Make sure it's
nothing at all.
Yep.
Right. Don't be out here wasting breath. You might need them later.
Baby. Come on now.
Listen, when you get in the 40s, you're gonna need them extra breaths.
Pretty much.
Especially with these titties on your chest.
One in LA and one in DC.
Those things part like the Red Sea. I couldn't believe it. Upset.
Look, you can't even lay on your back no more because they're gonna smack you upside your face.
Came and jumped too high.
Yep.
You're gonna knock yourself out.
Boom! Oh Lord!
Oh my God.
All right. Well, you guys do make sure that you catch up on any of our lives. They are posted into the group, and also all of our podcasts are still available. Ever since the inception of the group, we are knocking on 5 years. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank y'all as always for continuing to rock with us and tune in. And as always, don't forget to get caught up. Good night.
Good night. Thank y'all.
You're welcome. Thank you.